Fiancé Fridays podcast, home of one-star strip club reviews. Sorry ass chicks, overpriced tricks. I'm trying to make extra cash. Nasty skinks, joke of a place, total time spent, 25 minutes. Would I go back? Never. Would I go back? Never. Spent 25 minutes, joke of a place, nasty skanks. Now I'm trying to make extra cash, overpriced drinks, sorry ass chicks, home of one-star strip club review.
Welcome everybody to 90 Day Fiancé Fridays. We're here with George, Gina, Shabooty. The people listening live are Sherry, Amberlee, Colleen, Iggy, and Pineapple Girl. And I think Lana is at a concert.
Oh, Lana's it's living her best life. What's up, Iggy, Pineapple Girl, Amberlee, and Sherry, and Colleen? What's up, y'all? And Gina, what's up?
Sure.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, girl, hey.
Can I start with my ailment?
Yeah, so what's going on with you? Because you rarely have like issues. So what's going on with you?
Oh, no. Anyway, it's like, well, you knew in the group chat I was like starving all day. So then I like made kind of a mistake of like, I was kind of like starving all day. I didn't eat anything. And then by the time I got around to get food, you know, when you're like starving and hungry, you're like, you're ravenous in the sense of like, you'll buy a bunch of shit. You'll get like, you know, like your portion size, you don't really give a fuck because you're so fucking hungry. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly.
Like when you're high. It's like when you're high, you're just.
Yeah. So like normally I'm not all like crazy about it. But anyway, like I went and got like, of course, I was empty fucking stomach, didn't eat anything all day. So I went and got like spaghetti meatballs. It comes with like, what is it, the French bread, the garlic bread or whatever the fuck it is. So I had the giant thing of like spaghetti meatballs and then the garlic bread. I ate like most of that. And I had like a giant fruit bowl, fruit cup thing, and like a thing of Gatorade. And long story long, I'm like, you know, when your stomach is like goes from 0 to 200%. Now I'm like all in pain and shit.
Oh, shit. You went through a carb overload.
Yeah, I can relate because, okay, so I was recently out of town, and when I'm out of town, I think that I can eat whatever I want because calories don't count when you're in a different state or country. So I got in town, and after I got to the hotel, I was like, ooh, I'm hungry. So I was like, I'm gonna order some Wingstop because I hadn't had Wingstop in a while. So I order I order 15 wings, some of the Cajun corn, I ordered some loaded fries, a drink. I think that was it. But like by the time I got like halfway through the wings, I ate all the fries and all the corn. I was immediately in a food coma and I couldn't move.
Mhm.
And it lasted for like 3 or 4 hours. And people were like calling me, and I was like, I can't talk right now. I might die. I'm in a food coma. Like, send help. Like I don't know why I thought I could eat that much. And I even attempted to eat that much because, like you said, I hadn't eaten all day. And I was just under the impression that it was gonna work out, and it did not.
True. I guess Captain is here.
Oh, hey, Captain.
Hey, what's up? I miss you, George.
Oh, do you? I miss you too.
I missed you last week.
I know. I've been so MIA. It's almost like
I know,
I
love.
know.
Yeah, love is a strange thing, and we have to
It's
embrace it.
It's weird, right? Like I'm always on a plane and I'm always doing crazy
Well,
things.
you are. I'm living vicariously through you. You are doing all the things I wanted to do it. Well, I'm not gonna say your age, but yeah, when I was young. But I'm doing them now, however, somehow.
Well, yeah, that's good. You know, I lived my hoish life, and I was like, oh, I'm never gonna get married, and I don't have to settle down, and I'm just gonna bang everybody. And then I met the right girl, and now I'm like,
And I told you that all hoes have a day of reckoning.
yeah, I am having my day of reckoning.
I had my day of reckoning. All hoes have their day of reckoning.
And it's crazy because I used to be like, oh, I don't care about anybody. I don't love anyone that much. And like now I'm like, I'll go see my girl. And then like before I get on the plane to go back home, I'm like looking at flights to go back.
Well,
Like It's crazy. Like, who am I?
That is the way it is. That is the way it is. But I couldn't tell you, so I let you experience it for yourself. When you were telling me, oh my God, you're getting married, that's crazy, blah, 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 blah. I said, you know what? I'm going to let him experience for himself. And Cupid struck his arrow right in your ass.
No, it hit me right, but it hit me right between the eyes. It really did.
It got you in the eyes and in the ass.
Like George is in the watching Bridgerton stage.
Yeah, Bay wants me to watch Bridgerton.
That's a commitment right there. When you watching rom-coms and girly series, you committed.
What did I say in our group chat? It was like a porn, not a porn series. What did they define it?
Yeah, my sister watched Bridgerton. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm gonna get around to it. And she tells me like, "Oh my God, it's so sex and shit going on in there."
Yeah, you called it porn and prejudice, is what?
Yes, it is.
Yes,
I've heard
it. Yes.
So well, you know Gina watched 365, the whole trilogy. So yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was more than one of those movies.
Gina watched the whole 365, and she's writing to directors to when they coming out with the next one.
Yeah, she's like more naked men scenes, please. You know, Gina is like, when can we see more dingling?
Yeah, when can we see more of 50 Shades of Grey shit?
More of those hot men, yes.
Gina's like, can we make a 365 24/7 sequel?
Yeah, she wants like a series. She wants to be like 90 Day Fiance, which you can watch like every Sunday.
Yeah. Why? Tell me why this can't happen. Why do they have to cut things off like this?
You can go to Pornhub and look up Turkish porn.
Yeah, Gina, I'm sure that there's lots of naked men that look
knowing my luck, I would see people that look like beer can, and I'd rather pass on that.
No. Turkish porn is going to probably, and you know what? I'm going to look that up myself when I get a chance.
Do not check any of the ladies' search history after tonight. Just be warned.
You know what? I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna look up Turkish porn to see what's going on over there.
I'm scared. Tell me what happened. We're gonna
have a side conversation about it, and we'll report back to the group chat.
We will report back Friday to let you know what I discovered on Turkish porn sites.
I'm a little scared.
Like,
don't be. We are very open and honest here. We don't judge.
We judge other people. We just don't judge each other.
Oh yeah, we judge other people, and not really judge them. We critique them.
That's true.
We don't judge them.
We don't judge them. Critics. We criticize what they're doing. We're not judging them. In this space between us, this is a judgment-free zone. We're not judging each other.
We're more like movie critics, like thumbs up and thumbs down.
Siskel and Ebert.
Right, but we don't tell you what to do.
Did you know there was a, speaking of porn or Turkish porn and reality TV, did you know there was like a Jersey Shore porno parody?
I did not know that.
I did not know that either.
I never really watched the show, so I wouldn't look for that when I'm doing my search engine. And by the way, if my husband doesn't get to my phone or my computer in time, can somebody just delete my search engine?
Yeah, that's what I always tell my bestie. I was like, if I
delete my search engine.
Yeah, if I die, take my phone immediately and throw it in the ocean.
Just throw it in the ocean.
Don't let anybody see the things that I've been doing or searching or talking about. I told her, go and collect my belongings from the morgue, and the first thing you're instructed to do is take my phone and throw it in the ocean.
Just get like an electric. Just come with an electric magnetic pulse to my house and just start warping all my electronics.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I don't want anyone to know the weird porn that I'm looking at. Like, no, absolutely not. No.
Yeah, it gets weird. Sometimes you fall down that rabbit hole and it gets weird. Nothing inappropriate, but just weird.
But you know what's crazy? You'll be watching a porn and something will happen and you didn't know that you had that kink, and then you're like,
right.
Like you
see like a little person come into the scene and you're like, whoa.
Well, right. And then you're like, well, let me look for more of that. I didn't know that I was into that. And then you find
Let me look at midget porn.
Right. And then 3 sticky hours later, you realize you're weird, right? You're
Like, oh
weird.
my God. But you don't watch it to get off. You just watch it out of curiosity. Like, oh my
Right.
God.
It's almost like I'm watching a TV show because sometimes isn't it weird that I find myself watching porn and I'm like wondering what's gonna happen, like the plot? I'm not.
I don't get that far into it. When I watch it, I just go for the scenes that are gonna get me where I need to go. I don't wait for the talking points. I don't wait for the talking points.
I want to know what happens with the cheerleader and the teacher and the coach.
No.
I want to know.
Once the girl gets the plumber into the house, I already know where it's going. So I just fast forward.
I just have to know though, like, is she gonna pass the exam after she sleeps with the teacher? Like, I just need to know. Is she gonna get the A? Is she gonna be able to go to cheerleader camp? Like,
I just watch it for the end result because
I think you're in the minority, George. I feel like most dudes just like get to the action. No.
Yeah, right. We skipped through all the dialogue. You just want to see the action, get where you need to go. It's like a highway. You look for your exit and you get the fuck off.
See, I knew that I was weird when I used to watch porn and I would critique, like, the biggest pet peeve I had. Like, porn was not like something that I would watch when I was horny because it would make me mad, because I realized I would get mad because I'd be like, well, the cameraman is really messing this up because they're in the wrong place. This is the wrong angle.
Oh, you were watching porn for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
I look up a porn video and I see it says an hour 15 minutes. I'm like, who the fuck is gonna watch this for an hour 15 minutes?
It's me.
I hit the fast forward button. Once the action starts, hit the action, and that's it. Cut like a whole hour out of it.
But see,
George needs the plot.
Yeah, I was gonna say I need to know how we got there. I need to know how we got there, so I can't just fast forward to that part. I need to know how we got there. Like, how did the pizza man get into the kitchen? Like, I have to know how we got there.
But it's the dialogue is so cheesy, George, that it would make your heart on go down. Because
sometimes
look, I ordered a pizza. Oh, do you want me to bring it inside? Yes, bring it inside. Then the music comes on. And you know what's gonna happen? He whips out his dick, and she's like, "Oh my God, your dick is out." I can write porn. I skip through all that shit, get to the parts that I want to watch, and that's it.
By the way, do you want me to? I'm going to post the like Jersey Shore parody picture. It's not graphic in any way.
I kind of want to see it. Right?
I could put it in the Patreon.
Right.
I watched every episode of the Jersey Shore the first time around, so I didn't realize that there was a parody. I'm not sure if it would have did anything for me, but
I think they said they were going off the channel. They were going on YouTube now.
I saw that, but
they're not going to be on.
Well, I don't think anything is on MTV at all.
MTV. They were not going to be on.
They
MTV.
canceled. They took off MTV here. We don't have MTV any longer.
Well, we don't know. That was on it was ridiculousness. So, and no one watches that. So, what was the point?
Yeah,
right?
Ridiculousness was nothing. I used to watch the one with the guy, the funny guy. Anyway, I did catch that they moved from MTV and they were gonna be on YouTube, I think now.
Well,
the whole Jersey Shore, nobody's gonna watch it, but people don't go out of their way if it's something.
Oh my God, this porn parody like picture. It doesn't look like a porn parody picture. It kind of looks like a real TV show, right?
I can't see it.
It's in the Patreon.
I'm not in the Patreon.
Well, that's why you can't see it, Captain. You gotta, and look, and even has a girl, it says starring Taryn as Snooki, and she's the worst Snooki lookalike I've ever seen. Like,
I'll send it to you, Captain.
Thank you, Gina. Thank you for helping the elderly.
She looks nothing like Snooki. First of all, she's like 7 feet tall, and Snooki's like 2 feet tall. So the casting director, do you see how I'm already critiquing it and I'm already mad?
No, George, you can probably direct porn. You could be a porn director and
I feel like
producer.
That's what I should be doing, because when
you
I
can't
watch
get
it,
off on porn. You can't.
I can't. It just makes me upset, and I'm like critiquing. And I'm like, well, the camera should have been here. They should have did this, and this is the wrong line. Like that's how and by the time it gets to the part where you're supposed to like it the most, I've turned it off out of anger.
What?
Yeah, because I'm like, well, I can't even watch this. The cameraman is clearly not showing the right, and I'm like pissed off. So then I
George,
can't even watch it.
you definitely grew up in a cult because you missed the whole point of watching porn is to just get you where you need to get.
It's
Not
like
to
it's
they do get awards. They do have like an Academy Awards for porn. They have the Adult Video Awards, which is a big thing for them too. They get, their stiffies or whatever they call it. But
Oh, I think
yeah,
it's called the AVN Awards. Is it
the
not?
AVN, and they get a stiff. I think it's called a stiffy, like a Grammy. It's called a stiffy or something, whatever. They get a big a prize for their work.
And
So
when I watch
it is a
that,
respected industry in somewhat. But us normal folks, when we do watch porn, porn can be one porn movie could be an hour and 45 minutes, almost like a Marvel comic movie. But we don't watch it for that. We just take bits and pieces out of it, maybe like 15 minutes out of the whole thing to get us where we need to go, George.
oh, that's usually not what I'm doing. But
it's supposed to be wham, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, right, Shabooty. You just watch it to just get you in the. It's like when you have a little drink of wine to get you in the mood, but not to just sit through it like it's an epic fucking.
You're not the director. You're not directing the porn.
You don't give a shit. You just want to see the action that's gonna make you.
You just want to sit back and relax.
Exactly. To try to get your mind to where you want to go.
I guess I'm just not doing porn right. I guess
you're not.
I'm not.
You're not. We're gonna throw you a bachelor party and we're gonna do you porn right.
Oh my gosh. Is this my bachelor party just gonna be me watching porn and y'all teaching me?
No, don't let me nowhere near your bachelor party.
Well, yeah, I actually want to get married. I feel like if you throw it, I'll probably not even get married at that point.
If I throw you a bachelor party, oh my god, we'll come back like you. Well, you saw The Hangover, right?
I did.
The original, the first one.
Yeah,
It'll be that.
No, we can't do
that. It's
that.
okay. Recently, a Canadian stole a flamingo from the Flamingo in Las Vegas.
Oh, I saw that. You sent that to me on Instagram and then took pictures.
Yeah.
Is it wrong, Gina, that I feel like drunken me would probably also try to steal a flamingo and take pictures?
You'd probably steal more than a flamingo, George.
Because me and my selfie, I'm gonna want a selfie, and if I could have a flamingo in the selfie, I feel like it would get the most likes.
You're gonna steal more than a flamingo. You're probably gonna steal the whole Caesar's palace statue and try to drag it to your room.
I do like statues. There is a large statue in my front yard, so you're not far off.
Yeah, it'll be fun. We'll plan. I'll be in charge of the planning.
So should we get to 90-day stuff or something?
Yeah.
What started. I'm not going to be on too long. I'm just going to let you know I have a long day tomorrow and an early day. So let's try to go through these as
fire.
It's not a long topic list either.
So. Yeah, no, let's try to be diplomatic for Shabooty's sake.
True.
Rather than dealing with delinquents.
I know he can't rein us in. Sometimes we just go all haywire, bro.
All right. Well, look at the big news story, at least in the Shabooty tea world, was I broke the news that like the new Tell All host is going to be Ross Mathews.
Yeah, you did break that.
Yes, I saw Starcasm gave you some shout outs for that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought that we all liked Suki. Remember Suki? I guess
we started liking her, but then she does the sister wives thing.
Yeah.
And Cody just dog walks her all over the place.
So are we all in agreement that Ross is a better choice than Suki? Do we all agree?
Anything is better. Oh no, not Suki. I don't know. I haven't seen him do an interview, so
I don't know this new guy. I'm serious. I don't know him. I've never seen him before in any of the shows you guys mentioned.
Gina, I'm sorry. Wait a minute, Captain. You've never seen Ross? Do you know who Chelsea Handler is?
No.
Yes.
Wait, I don't know who Chelsea. So you've never watched the Chelsea Handler show?
He was also the intern on like Jay Leno back in the day or something.
Yeah, no, I'm not familiar with his. I'm not familiar with him. I am familiar with Suki, however, and Cody from Sister Wives. He dog walks Suki left, right, and center.
Oh, see,
so that's probably why she didn't make it back to the 90-day. He dog walks her.
Yeah, I don't have an opinion on him yet, but his voice is a little annoying. Like
I've heard a couple comments in your post, Shabooty, a couple people under your post were like, "Oh, his voice. Oh, I can't tolerate his voice." So I'm like, okay, this is probably if he doesn't bring the fire, his voice is gonna get him fucked.
Well, he has a really high pitched voice, but I feel like you can look past that. He's actually really funny.
That's what I'm
And
saying. If you getting content from him that you care about, you look past the voice.
True.
I've been a fan since he was on Chelsea Handler. She had a show and there's like a round table there. Well, not a round table, like a table, and she had a panel and they would all like tell jokes. And he was like the funniest person on the panel.
I'm gonna have to do some research on him.
Me
However,
too.
I do like the fact that he is a fan of the show and watches it.
Mhm.
And that
And for the sake of the podcast, let me read my caption on Instagram. Let me see. I said breaking news. Ross Mathews. I kind of dated myself, but I said of Jay Leno fame. But I know he did a bunch of shit since then, like Chelsea Handler. He's a new host of the night. Fiancé Tell All, replacing Sean Robinson. Here's the tea. They shot the Single Life Tell All last week in Brooklyn. He was an exciting new host. And the streets are telling me that he did a great job because he actually watches the show, unlike Sean, and he's a super fan. I'm told that management was very happy with his first tell all, and he's obviously hopped up about it because he's already making Instagram reels discussing 90 Day Fiancé. And cast members like Vanja and Kim are engaging with the video. And I basically said, P.S. Hello, Ross. That's his like at handle. Let me introduce myself. I am the Tea King. If you're a good host, you know that already. So that was my caption.
Yeah, I feel like he knows who you are because if he really is a 90 Day Fiance super fan, then he's probably seen your posts.
Yeah, like he had in the past he has commented on a post of mine before, so he's definitely not a stranger, I guess.
well, I don't know who he is. I'm gonna look him up and look into see.
Mm-hmm.
But I
feel
think
actually, Captain, I feel like once you look him up and you hear and see him, you probably are going to be like, I have seen this person.
I mean, we need Messi. We need Messi on this.
Oh, well, Captain, this is a gay man. He's super messy.
Oh, say
Yeah.
less.
Say
less. Say less.
He's gay squared. Like,
yeah, like
say less.
Okay, take gay, gayer, gayest. He would be gayest. So he's very, very messy, and he's gonna pry, and he's gonna say things that
he had me at. He watches the show and he's a fan because you have to watch the show and you know like we do. We suffer through the show because we have a podcast. So in order for us to give commentary on the show, we have to suffer through episode after episode, whether it's boring, whether we hate it, because we got a product to put out. So if he is actually a fan of the show and he watches it, then his commentary is going to be different from Sean because he watches the show. Like Sean would be like, oh, she'd be sitting there and you can tell she doesn't watch it.
He's just reading what's on the teleprompter.
We need somebody who's in the trenches like us.
He's almost like too gay for like Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
Oh, like
you know what? You know what was that movie?
I know you're talking about
Too Gay to Function.
Remember?
Too Gay to Function. Mean Girls, wasn't it?
Mean Girls. Mean Girls. When she tells the guy, "You're too gay to function," he writes it. She writes it in the burn book.
Yes.
You're too gay to function. I don't care about if he's gay, straight, trans. I don't care. I just want somebody that watches the show like we all do. We dedicate. Some people pay for cable, to watch this show. We want somebody that's going to give us commentary that also watches the show. Not somebody that sits there with cue cards. I could sit with cue cards and give commentary on football. I hate football. I never watched football.
Yeah.
But if you put cue cards in front of me, I'm going to talk shit.
Cue cards and money.
Yeah. So you know what? Let's see what he does. And I'm betting he's going to do a good ass job.
Mm-hmm.
Because Suki was getting dog walked by Cody. She would come on our 90 Day Fiance and she'll do some, Suki. Suki used to do the New York One News. That's where I know her from.
Yeah, like so I don't have a review on Ross until we actually see him. But as far as Suki, like she was kind of like par for the course. You know what I mean? Like she wasn't horrible and she wasn't memorable either.
She wasn't memorable on the 90-day Tell All.
Yeah,
but
no,
then when
I don't fucking know anything about Sister Wives, whatever.
Okay, but then when she was on the Sister Wives Tell All, Cody used to dog walk her all up and down that Tell All. Okay? He would dog walk her all up and down. It's like he was dictating the whole interview. And he would do his hair shaking and yell at her and stuff like that. And she would stand down and I was like, you know what? She's not cut out for this. They just put anybody with cue cards in front of a person and say, read it.
True. So yeah, hopefully Ross isn't into being dog walked by anyone. So
well, let's see. And I look forward to I really look forward to it.
I mean, he can be at home, but not on the Tell All. Don't do it. I want you to take control. I mean, at home, if he wants to get smacked around and put on a leash, that's his business. But on the Tell All, I hope he doesn't.
No, he's gonna give. He watches the show, so he's gonna come. And they already reviewed him, as Shabooty said. They already reviewed him, and they liked what they saw. And TLC is looking for ways to bring the oomph back to the show that they've lost.
Well, I have some advice if they're listening. Stop casting fake ass influencers and go back to the roots of the show. We want real people in sketch ass relationships. We don't want Emma with
and to stop overexposing these folks. Stop overexposing. We're tired.
Recycling
exactly, Gina.
Dang ass Jasmine.
We are tired. We are tired.
I'm done. I'm done.
We're tired of seeing the same folks. I mean, if you're gonna put a person on 90-Day Fiancé the other way, don't put them on the Pillow Talk. Don't put them on the Single Life. Don't right back to back to back to back. You're overexposing this person, and we hate them.
You know what? If they're going to bring cast back because they're so they want to revamp it, what I think they should do, let's say we don't like her, but let's say Sophie, for instance, shelf her for a year or a year and a half.
Don't shelf her. Get rid of her. There's like 1,000 Sophies waiting in the wings.
That's my thing. I agree with you. I think if you come on the show and you get married and then get divorced,
you complete your mission, get the fuck off.
We don't want to watch you get married or
we don't want to watch you hunting for love. We don't give a fuck about what happens to you after you did your 90-Day Fiancé process, whether it worked out or not. Get the fuck on off. Keep it pushing and bring new blood.
If you get divorced, then you're automatically off the show. The only way you can stay around and be on happily ever after is if you.
Why do we care? Why do we care that you keep bringing these people back? Hunt for love. Look at Colty. Hunt for love. Then now Single Life. Who the fuck cares about Colty? You put him in a bikini. You do all this shit. I mean, you're overexposing and we're tired. And people are going to start losing interest. I'm telling you, viewership has had to have dropped considerably. The only reason we're still hanging on is because we have this podcast on Fridays.
We're in too deep.
Because we have this. If this didn't exist, we wouldn't be watching it.
Well, I don't know. I probably still would because I've been watching
We'd watch it, but we wouldn't watch it with the same attention. Yeah, we wouldn't watch it with attention. It'll be background noise, or we'd probably watch Pillow Talk to catch the tail end highlights, but we wouldn't sit there attentively waiting for the episode to begin.
I don't know. I've always been really hooked on it.
The show has tanked. Joe, the show has tanked. It has tanked.
It's not what I used to watch.
It's not what we started watching. It's not what we the day ones. We the day ones. We know what we saw.
If George can sit through a plot of a bad porno, he could sit through 90.
George, yeah, exactly. George, you're a horse of a different color because if you can sit through a porn that's an hour and a half long, yeah, you can sit through anything TLC throws at you.
Because I need to know what happens at the end. I know everyone is gonna finish, but I want to know what happens at the end.
What happens at the end of a porn? Somebody comes and the other person leaves.
What if the wife leaves her husband for the pizza guy? I need to know what happens at the end.
George, it
doesn't matter.
It doesn't go that far.
The
But
husband never comes home, and the wife
Exactly.
never comes home.
sometimes he does come home and the pizza guy has to run out through like the back door. So you
No,
don't
Sometimes he
know.
George, he
does come
doesn't come
home, and it
home.
ends up in a threesome. So
Exactly. Or it'll end up in a cockhold where the husband sits there and watches his wife get plowed. George,
Right.
they all have happy endings.
It's the same plot.
And so, somebody tell George the step brother, stepsister porn. They're not really stepbrother and stepsister. No, okay.
Well, guys,
Yeah.
Right?
look,
Right? Or the daddy, or the stepdaddy, or
Or the
stepmother.
stepmother and the stepson.
I
Yeah.
know that, but just like when you watch a regular movie, those people aren't really those people. They're all acting. So I know it's all fake. And I would be really disturbed if brothers and sisters and moms and dads were sleeping with people. Like I'll be very disturbed. Like I know it's not real, but I still get like hooked into the storyline. Like I'm a storyline guy. I need to know what happens and who ended up together. Or
Imagine going with George to a hotel and putting on some porn to get excited, and George is sitting there watching the whole movie.
well, yeah, I would be sitting, I'd be laying in the bed, like eating snacks,
Like,
watching
wait,
it.
watch,
And-
she's gonna come now. She's gonna come now.
Like,
Yeah.
pause it. No,
And the
go
girl-
back. We missed the plot. No, I was in the
So-
washroom. Go back.
So 10 minutes into it, the girl will be ready to go and she'll be trying to like go down to me. And I'll be like, can you chill? I'm like really into this now. Like, I need to know what happens. And she's gonna look at me like, are you serious right now? Like,
Are you weird? Bye.
Yeah, George
They're
is like,
like, oh,
you,
okay.
you ever seen like a real estate one? George is like, I wonder if she actually sells the house.
Yeah,
Well,
right?
yeah.
George is like, I want to see if she sells that,
and-
like House Hunters. He'll turn it
and
into an
does
episode
she-
of House Hunters.
And did they negotiate the
tastes
price? Did they get closing costs included? Like, I need details, right?
I wonder what was on the. I wonder what the toppings of the pizza were.
Right? Like,
Well,
oh, you really gonna eat
no.
that? How much did she pay for it?
The toppings is usually big sausage. That's usually the only pizza they order is big sausage.
Or the plumber. I wonder if the plumber did fix her sink.
Well, that's important. How is she gonna cook with her?
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Oh my God,
We've gotten
George, no.
We've gotten through one topic.
Oh, and the funny part is we said we were gonna be mindful of the time. Yeah.
Listen, you know how it goes down on this podcast. We ad lib. We just run through whatever is at the top of our heads.
True. Amberlee, take a shot. Anyway,
Wait, why does she have to take a shot? What do we
because
do?
I said true, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, you have to say, oh, they're doing bingo. Oh, yeah. You have to add porn to that. We've said the word porn like 150,000 times tonight, so somebody should be like passed out.
Porn.
Right, like they would be passed out completely, like
They won't make it to the end of the show.
Yeah.
We haven't even hit
No.
the first topic. Well, we did the first topic, which was the new cast, the new
Yeah,
Okay.
Ross
The-
Mathews. So if you're listening to this, I'm a big fan, so you should totally follow me on IG because I've been a fan like since you were on Chelsea Handler. I don't want to say how old I am, but bro, I've been a fan. So like we should hang out.
True. So that was that. Okay, do you want to talk about Luke's new chick or do you want to recap Single Life?
Oh.
We have a choice. Okay. Captain, what do you want to do? I want to know what Captain wants to do.
Well, as far as Luke's new girlfriend, we don't know too much about her, and a lot of people probably don't search IG like me. So yeah, he has a new chick. Let's move on from Luke.
Well,
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
no,
I mean, like
Chick.
it's like wash, repeat. He's gonna come back.
we're
on
not
our-
asking you. Do you want to
Chick.
skip the topic? We were asking you which one you're doing next.
No, like he has a new chick. He's probably gonna come back on the show with this chick after he was with Madeline, talking about for 2 seasons with Madeline driving us crazy, and now he's gonna pop up back on our screens. This is what TLC doesn't understand. We don't want these people back on our screens.
Oh, wait. Can we talk about somebody that's back on the screen? So on the Single Life, Nicole was on, and Nicole is Pedro's sister, and she's like a completely different person. And I have a theory that
Well,
she died.
I saw your reactions, George, and I have
Yeah.
to say, there were some rumors that she had died and came back. And if you
That's
look,
what I believe.
no, there were rumors. But if you look at her face, you actually think it's a completely different
So
person.
here's my theory. It looks like, in my opinion, someone killed her, cut her face off, and they're wearing her skin.
No, she didn't die. She just had extensive work done.
She doesn't even sound the same though. Like your voice
Well,
doesn't change.
her voice has to change because her nose has been reconstructed
Yeah, when
immensely.
when you
So the
reconstruct your
nasal
noise,
passages are very reconstructed. And her English, of course, she's been practicing her English, off screen, whatever. But she does look, I mean, I don't know what magicians or wizards or NASA, scientists they used to configure her face. But that wasn't done in DR. That she went to Turkey. Because from DR you can get visas to Turkey and all these other places.
Do you know how Darcy and Stacy have had a lot of surgeries, right? But you can still see like a hint of Darcy and Stacy in their faces. Like you can still see where the
No,
original.
this girl went to some undisclosed location,
But is that okay? New
maybe Area
question.
51, because
New
there's been
question.
talks about Area 51. Maybe she went to Area 51. And
I think that she had a face transplant because I just feel like that's not her face. I
She
don't.
didn't
I
have a
don't.
face transplant. What she had was a concoction of collective of doctors who poked and probed and tried to, fix whatever she was.
Okay, can we move on? I'm getting frustrated. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead, JLP. Continue on about what's
No,
fucking.
I don't want to just.
Okay.
I don't want to piss you
Sorry.
off.
I'm just like. Sorry. I told you I was in pain from my stomach, so that's why I'm probably in a bad mood.
no, she wasn't here for that, so she doesn't
Oh.
know the background of that.
Okay. All right.
Go ahead. I'm gonna mute my mic.
Okay. No personal. I'm just like.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna mute my mic because I'm opinionated. So go ahead.
Sorry, if it's okay, let me get control of the show because I feel like I have zero control of what we're talking about. So let's quickly talk about like Danny or whatever, which is like Luke's new girl. So anyway, let's see. So I don't want to spend much time on her, but let's just get through the topic. So I posted about Danny, which is Luke's new girl, and again, I don't want to hype him up to where TLC brings him back, but at the same time, it was interesting. So I did a post where I said, let's see, Luke's new girlfriend. She apparently turned. Elena is the one that sent me a lot of this stuff. So apparently, Luke's new girlfriend. She turned 21 last December, and they had a bunch of photos together. And then the crazy part was after I posted about it, she blocked me for no reason other than me exposing her, I guess. So I posted a photo of them with their cake.
But I'm sorry, she blocked you. But these photos were already online, right?
Yeah, from her Instagram.
So what was the point of blocking you? They were already there. You just reposted them.
Yeah, I reposted. I didn't even tag or anything, and I didn't mention her, and I didn't say anything bad. I just basically just spilled the tea on him.
Does she have a lot of followers? Like, I have questions. Like, what was that about?
She does have a. She actually. I can't check easily now, but she does. She did have a lot of followers. Like,
Oh, that's weird. So somebody's giving you clout, and you obviously want clout because you have a bunch of followers, and you block them. That's like the opposite of what a normal person would do.
yeah, unless Luke told her like, yeah, block him because he always like posts shit. Because I was the one that spilled the tea on like the Madeline and Luke shit.
Oh, this could have been Luke's doing. Okay, okay.
Luke
Because
could have been like, oh, block him. Maybe I don't.
yeah, that makes sense. Because sometimes in relationships, if one person doesn't like someone, then they both have to block the person. Oh, wait, follow-up question. Does Luke have you blocked?
As of the last time I checked, no. But there's been several times on this podcast where I think I'm friends with, or I think someone doesn't have me blocked, and I realize they do have me blocked. But as of the last time I checked, he does not have me blocked.
That's weird. So she blocked you, but he didn't. That's weird. Like that's
True. Then yeah, maybe that's not the reason she blocked me. But
yeah.
Can I speak?
yeah,
I just want to say that that's a tactic that people use to get folks talking about them. They'll give you like crumbs, and then once you take the crumbs, they pull back.
true. Yeah, I think it's like they want to be mysterious. So, like,
They gave you some crumbs,
Mhm.
and the minute you started going public with their crumbs, they pulled back. So now there's nothing else for you to see, but you already spread the crumbs out there, so they're relevant again. You understand what that's just my theory.
I think it's a good theory because like that was the thing with Jasmine. She like blocked me because I exposed her being in the United States the first time, and she didn't like that. So they like to be all mysterious.
Well, she blocked me when we told the world she was pregnant before she was ready to tell me.
Mhm.
Like she blocked me. So yeah. And you know what? Her loss because I'm amazing and she's an idiot. So, screw you.
True, but yeah. So anyway, the chick's name is like Danny, aka Daniela, and then she's a self-described CEO of a boutique. I guess anyone can self-describe themselves or describe themselves as a CEO, but and then anyway, I posted a photo and she blocked me and she's 21 and yeah. And I know like I think sarcasm, anytime I like tease something, what's annoying though? Anytime I post something like, hey, we're gonna talk about it on the podcast, I'll spill more tea on it, on the podcast, and the people basically don't give me the opportunity to spill more tea. They immediately post it. So anyway, Stark hasn't posted like more details, which is like her thing is like she's on Instagram. It's Trendy Girls Boutique is the handle and Maggie Nails. So I think she does like nails, kind of like the previous.
What? That is so crazy because that's exactly what Madeline did or whatever her name was. She had booty
No,
or
no,
made
no. Let's get
booty.
this straight. Let's get this straight. I already had my theory on it. It was a pop-up shop that TLC rented. Those nails weren't real. They're the stupid ones, the press-on ones that you can buy from the store that you just press it on with the glue and it comes off in like a day or two.
I think we're all in agreement on her being bullshit. But it's just funny that the new chick is doing the same thing.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Well,
Like,
we got to get you to talk about us, so we got to give you something to talk about.
Yeah, so
And
she,
now that you're talking about us, then we close our page, and now you can talk about us anymore. There, it's crumbs. It's little
Mhm.
crumbs, and we're feeding into well, Shabooty because you're the owner of the website, and you whatever, you are the one that has the authority. So they give you enough to keep you going, and then once you talk about it enough and people see it, then they pull back, and then they'll give maybe a month or two down the line, they'll give you a little glimpse. Maybe she'll post a picture with a wedding, like an engagement ring, and then you'll be like, oh, I think such and such is getting engaged because she posted a picture of her engagement ring, and that's the way it works. That's the way it works. They want you to talk about it, so they leave little, hints of stuff
Mhm.
they want you to talk about. But
Yeah.
if they're coming back on this show, I'm not interested in Luke at all.
me neither.
Mhm.
He's the blandest, boring, most basic white guy. I
And
remember,
and, and and I have to reiterate, if not for this podcast situation, I don't think I'd watch the show anymore. I kind of lost interest in the show. It does have its funny things, like I'd watch it just to watch it, but I wouldn't watch it to do commentary on it.
You wouldn't do live tweeting though?
No, I mean, I tweet here and there because I can't help myself. When I see something, I want to say something and laugh about it,
Mhm.
but I don't think I would engage into the depths of, commenting on a podcast, or delving into the ifs and buts and whys about it. It'll just pass over me. Before podcasts, when the original 90 Day Fiance show originated, there were no podcasts, there were nobody tweeting whatever about it.
Mhm.
Back in those days, the show just went on, and that's how we watched it. Then people started to commentary podcasts, tweeting about it. Then that became, it evolved. But I would just watch it like it was from day one. I just watch it to watch it and just keep moving.
True. Yeah, I mean, if there was like a new, it's weird. I know there's like Love is Blind, and I know obviously like Love Island I got into a little bit. But if there was like the thing that's annoying about Love Island is it's not like, well, 90 Day, it's like there's always a new season. So it's good for content creators because there's no like down season or off season. So that's the part that's like good for creators is like 90 Day always has new seasons of shit. But
Well, 90 Days has new seasons, but what's hindering the 90 Day franchise is that they're doing something they didn't do in the original of the show. They're refurbishing, recycling the same cast members with different storylines, and they're overexposing them, which is what's exhausting the viewer.
yeah, I'm just saying but like Love Island, it's like they had the big season 7, and they had Love Island games. And I guess there's like Love Island All Stars or some shit, but I didn't watch that. But if there was like a consistent, good, like American Love Island all the time, I mean, again, maybe then it would burn us out as well.
It
But
would burn us out because what burns us out is the rehashing of the same character.
I couldn't do Love Island because Love Island is like 50 episodes a
I
season.
can't do Love Island because
Yeah, I need a break
it's
because
Okay,
honestly,
I watched Love Island Australia, Love Island All Star, and Love Island All Stars just finished like
Mhm.
last
well,
week,
I
I
feel
think.
like Love Island is a full-time job. You have to like quit your job and just focus on Love
yeah,
Island,
Love
right?
Island. It just goes on and on. That's like I think one season I saw on Twitter of Married at First Sight, and it just kept going and going and going, and I would see 6 months later people are still tweeting Married at First Sight, the same characters and the same season is just going on forever.
I forgot that there's like with Love Island, it's like freaking like 5 episodes a week. I forgot about that part.
Yeah, and it's like
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's the other
episodes.
thing.
Mhm.
That's the other thing. It's a everyday thing.
You literally have to divorce your wife and no longer see your kids, and you just dedicate your life to Love Island. You can't pee, you can't cook, you can't eat, you can't leave the house. You just have to like become a shut-in. That's the only way you can keep up with it. It's just,
And yeah, nobody's gonna do that. I
I
mean,
was able to keep up. I would just watch it on a
yeah,
website after I got.
watching it, Gina, watching it is different than reporting and podcasting about it.
Oh
yes,
God, no!
it's
I
a
let the other people do that. I just
well,
watch it.
Yeah.
I can't even keep up to watch it because I remember, Gina, do you remember when we were podcasting it before? I had to like literally lock myself in the house for like two
I
weeks.
gave up after episode 5. I was like, you
It
know
was
what?
just so
This shit ain't for
overwhelming.
me. This shit ain't for
Like,
me.
It was I used to think that I wanted more of my favorite shows, and then Love Island came around and told me that is not what the fuck you want at all.
Exactly.
like
You know what
Gina,
I'm saying? A bunch of beautiful people on an island sucking face all day. Like, who the fuck wants to talk about that shit?
like Gina, are you watching? I don't watch it. I only watch the first two seasons, but are you watching Love Is Blind or what?
No,
Well,
I
love.
watched last season, and because of that guy throwing crying all the time, because basically whatever you say goes. So I watched the like last season of Love Is Blind, but I didn't watch this season of Love Is Blind. I'm like, because I was not really into it. I'm like,
No.
no, I'm more of like the 90 Day Fiance because we have a show to do as Captain pointed out. But I'm like, I'm more of a Love Island girl. I can't do this Love Is Blind bullshit. Like this is just stupid.
There's a lot of shows out there that are interesting. Like when you read tweets, like when you're scrolling through Twitter, you see a lot of commentary on a lot of shows that you're like, you see a comment and you're like, damn, that sounds like an interesting show. But these are shows that you got to devote 5 days a week to.
Yeah.
Well,
Mhm.
just like that show, that Persian one. Help me out,
Oh,
Shabooty, with the name of it.
the Valley Persian style.
Exactly. You had asked if we were caught up. I'm like, I think I missed the last 4 episodes, but I'm kind of done seeing rich
Mhm.
people complain about rich people problems.
Well,
Like,
It's like Spanish telenovelas. They give them Monday
yeah.
through Friday. You want to comment on them because they are so damn good. There was just a Turkish one that paused, and it's going to restart in July. That I was going crazy over this Turkish soap opera in Spanish. It was dubbed in Spanish, but it was so fucking good but it was Monday through Friday. It was so fucking good that I was like, damn, this is some good shit. But I thought to myself, imagine having to tweet or talk about this shit 5 days a week.
Mhm.
I couldn't do it.
Um, so okay, let's move on though. But like, so, okay, as far as like the single life, we don't have to have like a full long discussion of the recap. But George, if you have any tweets of yours you want to talk about, but I just want to go over the couple tweets I did on single life. Assuming I can find them real quick. Let's see. Oh,
I forgot
well,
what happened.
mhm. Okay, let me just see. Okay, there was but oh, by the way, well, let me ask George. Well, I did this. I did one. Anyway, it's always a interesting fine line where I make jokes and stuff. I did a tweet about Kim, uh, but it was a joke tweet. But I don't know if she found it funny or not. Where she says B's always gonna have a special place in my heart, and I said Kim's heart must be located in her crotch then. But anyways, that was a tweet I did.
That's another the thing about me with the 90-day
Mhm.
world, with the 90-day franchise. Like Kim's first season or whatever, one first or second season, like the 2 seasons she had with Usman in the beginning, that should have been the end of Kim. That's it, move on. But the longer you stay on the franchise, the more your character diminishes. And we saw that with Alexi and Lauren. They were Alexi and Lauren when they came on the show originally. They were America's sweethearts. We loved Alexi and Lauren's love story, but the longer they stayed on, the more we started to hate Alexi and Lauren. And I feel this has happened with Kim.
I just
Kim,
kind of hate Lauren. I don't really feel like Lexi did anything.
yeah, no, but we're like tired of them, and I feel like this is what's happening with Kim. Kim had her moment, whatever, but now it's the longer she's on the TV, the more people are starting to hate Kim, and they hate Kim's story about her adopted children, and they hate Kim this and they hate Kim that, and she's getting so much hate. So the longer you stay on, the more your character diminishes. These people need to know when to cut and run.
But like, okay, in defense of Kim, as far as this current season, like her storyline is actually interesting versus
It's
a lot of the other casts. Like,
Yeah.
well, and I'm gonna say, I know George, you are best friends with Kim, and I know that one thing you don't do is you don't pick sides. Like you're very, you don't, it doesn't, you don't let it bother you. But I think that Kim should not have gone on the single life. I think she should have kept her adoption and that should have been
like,
private. That should have been private. She shouldn't have exposed herself to that, like the world to that,
I don't know.
because Kim she wanted to stay on the show, and 90 Day Fiance, as we seen prior cast members have posted, they make you script shit. They make you 16 hours, 10 hours of, cut and redo, cut and redo. It's like a movie. It's not flowing authentically.
Like, okay,
So Kim should have
okay,
Kim shouldn't have gone up. Kim shouldn't have agreed to that.
well, the devil's advocate like argument, counter argument to your point is like, I mean, what else? Like, first of all, it's like okay, if she's not on it's like what's the alternative for Kim? She's either on television, she has kind of an exciting life, she has a network of people and interesting friends like
Kim should have
well,
stayed on Pillow Talk.
you're not letting me talk. Um, like so she has an opportunity to be on, and I'm being on Team Kim on this. Like she has, it's like, what are the alternative? It's like she could live her life in San Diego, which is kind of boring. Not much is going on. It's not exciting. Or she could be in her case, she could be on TV. She has a network of friends. She's like sort of famous. She's like, it's more happening and exciting. It's like in her age to be on television is kind of rare. Like not that many, however old she is, 50.
Let me tell you something, Shabooty. I wouldn't put my personal life.
Mhm.
There's things about my life that are personal that I wouldn't expose them for a paycheck. I don't care how old I am. I wouldn't expose them to stay on TV. She was doing fine on Pillow Talk with her son. She had no reason to go on Single Life and start exposing parts of her life that are private, because if you want to delve into her private life, she has some stuff in there that she hasn't spoken about that are more
Mhm.
relevant to her dating than giving up her kids for adoption. You understand what I'm
I
saying?
mean, like, and I think you could couple in as far as like people that like will do any and anything to be on the show or on television. I think you could throw Liz in that bucket. You could throw.
You can throw everybody in that bucket because once like they told us in the past, the best job to get on the 90-day franchise is the pillow talk. Pillow talk is the easiest gig.
Yeah, but let's see the producers. See, the producers love the fame whores because they'll know they're the dancing.
But this is what I'm saying. If you're on pillow talk, right, Shabooty, let's say you're on 90-day pillow talk.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an opportunity to be on the single life. And the producers come and tell you, you know what, Shabooty, we can put you on pillow talk. We can put you on single life. But, you know, we're going to expose some dirt about your past that you're not maybe too comfortable with, but it'll make for good TV. And you want to be on TV so bad that you're going to unearth something personal and emotional to you just for a paycheck?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I personally wouldn't.
I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't do it. I'd rather cut my contract and go.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either. Like,
I mean, and then which I know is fabricated. The part about her catfishing her son, pretending to be, that's fabricated. That didn't happen. Okay, because that doesn't seem like something Kim would do. Either she goes to her adopted children and tells them the truth, or she doesn't. But she's not going to go online and catfish her own son that she gave for adoption and pretend to be Jamal. So that's fabricated. But you're sitting here to collect a check for maybe 1,000, 1,500 to be on TV, and you're putting all your personal life out there. But this is the problem that a lot of people on my timeline have commented about Kim. The show is called The Single Life, about your dating life. So your adopted children has nothing to do with you dating, but there is something else that has to do with your dating. Okay? You married a whole cop killer. Why didn't you bring that into light rather than bringing your adopted children into light?
Because the network probably doesn't want to highlight that.
But why didn't you do that? You know what I'm saying? Because if you're talking about your single life and your dating history, why didn't you bring in how you married a cop killer?
No, but it's not her choice because the producer's like, no, we don't want to highlight.
Okay, but see, the producers get to choose. So why would I want to put my personal life out there? If there's something about my personal life that I don't want the world to know, and the producers are telling me to do it for a paycheck, there's no amount of money in this world that would get me to disclose secrets of my personal life. I don't even show my face on my profile pic because I don't want somebody to find me and start digging into my personal life. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not an ugly person, but people will start to look and dig into my life. And I don't want that because to me, Twitter is just something that I do for pastime. Mm-hmm. But my personal life is my personal life. But these people are selling their souls. Look at Liz. Liz is gonna go out there and disclose cervical cancer to a guy. You think I want to share with the world that I'm going through cervical cancer as a woman? That's something personal to me. Mm-hmm. But these people are selling their souls for a check.
Yeah, I mean that's 98% of the 90 Fiancé cast.
And that's what makes us upset. Well, you want to stay on TV so bad that you're going to expose your entire life?
Well, the goal in life is to be successful, and there's different ways to be successful. And I think exposing your life is how you become a reality star. And we've, like, for instance, the people on the Jersey Shore have exposed a lot of their lives, and it's paid off. They've been lifelong, well paid.
Yeah, but the Jersey Shore people, George, those were teenagers when they started the show, and we followed their show throughout. But you're talking about grown ass people digging up shit from their past to make TV.
Well, there's no age cutoff for wanting to become famous. Like, there are people who are signing, like, what was that chick's name? Patia. She was 58, 59 and a stripper, and she signed up for the show. Like, there's no age to
but George, it's not like you're saying, oh, you want to be on TV, whatever, you're 56 years old. But now these people want you to stay on TV, and they want you to dig deep in the bowels of places that you don't speak about for information that will make good TV. And then you throw out your personal shit that you've been hiding.
All right, I feel like we're back into playing like
Yeah, let's move on from this
there, like
bullshit. Go on, because yeah, we're not.
we're dropping the fuel to the land, do a crash landing. So anyway, um, let's see. So the only other thing of like the single life that I found interesting was like there was when Gina went to like a little party. They had him make like what grilled cheese, wannabe weird grilled cheeses, and everyone was making fun of him because it was all runny. And then the girlfriend of like Natalie that looked like Tila Tequila, she said she wasn't a Gino fan, and she says I really don't like him. You know, what's an interesting nugget is I did it when I posted it. I called her Tila Oatmeal Keela, and I said she isn't a Gino fan. And then like Natalie liked my post, so I don't know if that means Natalie's no longer friends with this coworker or what. But I found that was interesting.
Well, first of all, he didn't even wash his hands when he made those grilled cheese sandwiches. So yeah.
Well, we knew that Gino, when he met Jasmine, it was pretty aware. We were pretty aware that Gino couldn't cook. He didn't know how to take care of himself. Remember when she got to the townhouse, she said that he had took a dump in the toilet and didn't even flush it. So I think we were pretty aware that Gino is probably us. I don't know how old he is, but let's say a 50-something-year-old bachelor, right? I think that he's pretty unaware of how things go. I think that's why he so desperately needs a wife, because how he's survived this long without one, it's baffling for me. Like who's gonna take
you know what? I don't know about Gino. I mean, I've watched Gino season after season. I sympathize with him. Honestly, I sympathize with him on the whole season of the Jasmine open marriage getting pregnant thing. I sympathize him because nobody really deserved that. But also, I feel like Gino is playing us. Like he's acting like he's special needs. Like he acts like a special needs person. He talks like he's weird, and he acts like he's weird. And that's how he's getting by. He's skating by, but he's making his TLC money. You know what I'm saying? But he's still skating by on us being like, "Oh, poor Gino, poor Gino." Well, I'm not saying that what Jasmine did to him was right. But he doesn't seem like he doesn't seem all up there.
Well, what do you mean he's not? What do you mean not all up there?
I feel like he's like I don't want to say special needs.
Are you saying that he's not playing with a full deck of cards?
I think he's on the spectrum. I think there's some if he's not acting, because actors do shit like that.
Okay, well,
I mean, I've seen I Am Sam and I've seen all that other shit.
No,
People
okay.
act like they're crazy, but they're not.
Yeah, okay, well, yeah, I know on the show he's like very like aloof and kind of like whatever, goofy,
And the voice,
like like kind of dorky and stuff. But again, and I know I mentioned this on the podcast before, but as someone that actually like hung out with Gino in person, had like like happy hour drinks or whatever, um, it's had a different experience. Like he was more confident. He was cool. He actually came across like a cool. Maybe I was more. Maybe because I'm like a fan of the show and fan of him, but he came across like cooler and like he was with.
Well, because he knows that whatever information you gathered from that meeting, you're gonna put it out on social media, and that's why he did it.
Yeah, but if you're a total like schlub,
he's not gonna act. He's not going to be. Listen. I'm just saying the way he behaves, it doesn't seem normal. Like for a man, he doesn't behave.
Well, I'm telling you, like in person, he's like more confident. He seems like he got his shit together.
So then he's acting on the show.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to make. He's acting on the show. Yes,
he's acting on the show. That's what I'm trying to say. He can't be that disconnected. The way he talks and the way he acts and this and that on the show.
Because like in real life, he like smokes cigarettes. Like he's more of like
so then he's acting for the show. That's all you need to say.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
When the camera comes on, there's a role that you have to play, and I think everybody who's on any reality show or on a TV show does that. You become a character, right? Kind of like even on this podcast, because I've had people like that'll listen to the podcast and then they'll like meet me in person or we'll hang out, and they're like, the character you are on the podcast is not necessarily who you are in person. And I think it happens when the camera comes on, you assume a role. And I think Gino has fallen into that role because that's the role that we always remember.
Right? That because people see him on the show and they're like, oh, he can't be right. There's something wrong with this guy. You know, why he talks like that, why he acts so aloof, like so stupid, so buffoonery. And then Shabooty's like, well, we had drinks and he was smoking a cigarette and he was fine. So it's an act.
Yeah, I think it's an act.
It had to be because there's no fucking way.
Like, I mean, like, let's put it this way. Like, if I don't know how long he's with Lindsay Ryder, but like to be dating a porn star, like that's not a civilian type of thing. That's like you know what I mean? You know what the point I'm trying to make? Like, that's not like a Joe Schmo type of thing. You have to be.
Yeah, that's not dork. That's not dork activities. If you're
Yeah.
pulling a porn star,
So
that's not
it's
dork
safe to
activities.
say that him and that wretched beast that he brought from Panama were both pulling our chains.
Yeah.
Because if he's not the aloof, deer in the headlights idiot that we think he is, then they were pulling our chains.
Yeah, no, I think he's a Detroit bad boy.
Yeah, he's a dick swinger. He's a dick swinger. And he was like, you know what? I found a way to milk the system and I'm going to portray myself. I'm going to put this stupid hat on and act like a fucking idiot. And everybody's going to feel sorry for me. And this hoe that I brought over, we're going to cut the money in half, the checks in half and split it. She's going to go do whatever she wants to do. And I'm going to look like the sad sap that she dumped. And it's all an act, and that's why I tell you, I'm like sick of this fucking show already. I'm sick of it because you don't know what's real and what's fake anymore. You got this fucking chick Lisa shitting the bed. Like, come on, man. You shit the bed. TLC puts you on TV to say, you know what? Say you shit the bed, and she's like, yeah, I shit the bed.
Well, I mean, she's gonna do it. She's like a homeless person.
Yeah,
so
she's like, yeah, I'm gonna say you shit the bed. Where's your dignity? Where's your pride? This is a check. You go on that. I can understand if it was in secret.
Hold on. I'm beginning to think you're a little out of touch with reality, Cap. I think at this point, everybody is desperate for coin at this point. Like
I'm desperate, George. No, I'm unemployed, so nobody's more desperate for coin than me. But you're not gonna put me on a fucking television where the world could see me and say I shit the bed. I don't care how much fucking coin. If you're not offering me in seven figures, I'm not telling the world I shit the bed.
So if you got cast on a show and it was going to pay you, let's say, $50,000 for the season, and they're going to
not the season for the episode where I say I shit myself, I'll do it.
No one's getting $50K.
Oh, then why am I gonna take $2,500 for an episode where I say I shit the bed? I gotta come after this show is finished. I gotta come back to my town, to my family, to my people.
You got people like me making memes you shouldn't have been.
Hell yeah, the internet is forever.
and then if you have an ex-husband that looks like a blowfish,
everybody's gonna be saying, "Oh yeah, remember when you shit the bed?"
I don't want to sound mean, but I don't think Lisa had a pretty good reputation before this.
She didn't. Listen, you know what I think happened? She tried to sneak a fart and she sharted. She tried to in her defense, I think she tried to sneak a fart and she sharted on herself.
I don't think that it was an explosive diet.
No, it wasn't an intentional I'm sleeping and she was trying to sneak that fart out of there.
I don't think anyone intentionally shits the bed.
Nobody.
I hope not.
We ended our last podcast with maybe Daniel put it in her back door and the back door was swinging.
Yeah, we did actually. And
I mean, if he tried to stick it in her ass, which would have been very difficult for a lesbian to get it in her ass.
Right?
Exactly. Because if your pussy's not being used, your ass is definitely not being used.
Exactly.
And for him to put that big anaconda black snake in her ass, she would have exploded like Krakatoa.
It was stretched out. So when she went apart, she shit because the door was swinging open. And so that was that. I think that's probably exactly.
No, that's not what happened. What happened was she was trying to sneak a fart. She had a tummy ache. She didn't want to get up because she was probably drunk. She was lazy. Didn't want to get out of bed and figure, you know what, I'm going to sneak this fart. And the fart turned out to be a shark. That shit happens.
Does it?
They say never trust a fart and never trust a friend.
So wait, Captain, have you sharted before?
I have to this day. Not in my bed and not in my pants. But I have sat on the toilet and be like, you know what? I'm gonna do a little fart, and poof, next thing you know, I'm like, thank God I was on the toilet because it turned out to be, something else. But I
Crazy.
can see that.
Well, let me go eat a candy bar during this podcast. Okay.
Eat it because you know what? We're not gonna act like we've never took a laxative or ate something and sat on the toilet and pushed and thinking a fart was going to come out and
Yeah,
then all of a sudden spray everywhere but in the toilet. But you
true.
feel that in your stomach. When your stomach doesn't feel well, you know
We
that.
made it in the toilet and we didn't chat on somebody
Exactly.
else.
When you know your stomach doesn't feel well, you can feel that you have a stomach ache and you won't chance a fart. You won't
Yeah, you're
chance it
right. You're 100%
because
right.
you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I agree.
True.
I started myself when I was 4 years old in daycare. I'm just gonna put that out there.
I thought you
And
were.
I'll never forget. I'll never forget. We were walking to the park and I was like, you know what? I feel like my stomach hurts because this fucking peanut butter sandwich they gave me in the park. And we were walking home and I was like, my stomach hurts. You know what? I feel a little gassy. Maybe I'll just fart. And I farted and I sharted. And then my teacher's like, oh, you. And I'm like, oh no, I have a boo boo. But we were in the Bronx and in the summertime, hydrants are open. And my teacher just took me and put me in front of a hydrant and said, you know what? Wait till we get back home and we'll call you back to the school and we'll call your mama. And nobody was none the wiser because we were 4-year-olds.
So wait, did the hydrant spray you down?
It sprayed me like a fucking fire, like if the firemen were putting me out.
But how did that help? Because wasn't the shit already in your pants? Like how did so
They sprayed me down so it can just cleanse me while I walk to the daycare center.
that sounds like child abuse.
No, it doesn't. It sounds like, you know what? The rest of these kids don't need to smell your shit while we walk 5 blocks to the daycare.
I don't think that they should have sprayed you down. Somebody should have took you directly back to the
Other
school.
than that, it was going to run down my pants for 5 blocks and make me itchy and stinky. So the first thing they thought was, you know what? Put her in the hydrant. They held me up and they put me right there. The hydrant sprayed me like a firefighter.
So your mom didn't have an issue with that?
My mom didn't care. She was like, okay, she shit her pants, change her clothes, and she, whatever. What happened was she had a tummy ache. She farted and shit herself. We put her in the hydrant and washed her the best we could. Here's your kid. We're talking about the Bronx in the 70s. You think people cared about that shit?
Yeah, the times have really changed.
Yeah, times have changed.
I could see a mom going in pretty upset if that happened today.
Yeah, no, my mom, 2026, my mom would have been like, well, why did you put her in the water? Couldn't you have just called me?
It
brings me to the civil rights movement where they sprayed people with the hose. So I was just like, you can't just be spraying people with the fire.
They put me in front of that fire hydrant, and the guy held the can. You know how they used to hold the can in the fire hydrant so it can go when they were spraying in the summertime, so the hydrant could cover everybody. They put me in front. My 2 teachers, whatever, they held me there, and they dangled me, and my bottom parts were tangling, and the water was just brushing through me. It cleansed me completely.
True. I think we've done 3 topics so far in an hour and a half.
This
is a horrible mess. What is happening right now?
This is chaos. I think we should we should stop doing topics because we just rail off all over the place.
Yeah, this is a legit chaotic show.
Okay, this will be quick. I just want to. So then, I was a little annoyed today because, anyway, I guess Brandon and Julia, they posted that their child has been born months ago, that it's a boy. But I was annoyed because I posted my Ross Mathews tea, and then 2 hours later is when Julia and Brandon posted our child that we've had for several months now was a boy, and I was like, did y'all post that shit to try to take my tea off the front news page or what?
So I'm sorry because I saw that and I assumed that they were talking about a different child. Because how are you just announcing the gender of your child that was born 4 months ago? So I assume that they were having another child. So you mean this is the same child that was already born last year?
My understanding,
Yes.
it's the same child. They're like dragging it out because they haven't even posted the photo of the baby.
That's crazy. So that must mean that something is gonna air.
But this is my problem that I have with TLC, and whoever's writing for TLC, they really need to they TLC, they need to overhaul. We got Julia saying that she has a high risk pregnancy, so high that she can't tell the world, even her parents, about her high risk pregnancy. And then we have a new season with Gina, with Julia in the DR, dancing with a crop top dress, like there's nothing wrong with her. So where's the high risk pregnancy? You
So,
understand what I'm saying?
well, that was my question. Was she pregnant in the DR?
She
Because it
was
looks.
pregnant in DR. She was pregnant.
Yeah.
She
Am
was
I
pregnant.
crazy? Because wasn't she drinking in the DR? So I have
No, she
questions.
wasn't
No,
drinking, but she
she
was
wasn't
definitely
drinking.
pregnant.
Probably
But
a
this is what I'm
virgin
saying.
virgin cocktail.
Your pregnancy is so super high risk, you can't tell your parents or your in-laws. But here you are, jet setting to the DR in a bar on a girls' trip, dancing with strangers.
Yeah, I think the high risk thing was partial. I mean, it was probably half truth and half storyline.
Yeah.
But you see, that's the thing. The writers have to, like, if you want to, okay, fine, let's script it, whatever the case you want it to be, but get people in there that are going to write shit that's going to coincide with the flow of the shows you're putting out.
Mhm.
This bitch is high risk. Shelf her until her baby's born.
Well, this show is so fucking fake these days, so they don't give a fuck, obviously.
Yeah, but I'm
Well,
saying, but we the ones that watch it, so they don't give a fuck because
Well,
we
no,
keep
no,
watching.
see the problem becomes we're like the 1%ers, like you know what I mean? Like we're the tea masters, so we're the 1% of like knowing everything. We know we could spot bullshit more better than the general population. We're smarter than the general population. So obviously for us, it's like extra fake. For half the people in America, they're dumb as fuck. So they don't really can't figure out what's what. They believe everything. They
yeah,
ask us dumb questions and shit. So
that's true. There's a lot of people who think Brandon and Julia are fun to watch. So
yeah.
you're right. There's a lot of people who
Those are
think.
bots. Those are bots.
That's like
They're
half the
bots.
country.
Those are bots. Nobody thinks neither one of them motherfuckers is fun to watch. But the thing is, you want to keep the show authentic. That's why you know what? All these other shows, Love Island, Love After Lock, even Love After Lockup, they have more viewers, they have more engagement because the producers or the directors of those shows, whoever's writing for that, they try to keep it as low key and as authentic as possible. 90 Day Fiance is like, we don't give a fuck. Julia said her pregnancy is high risk, but we're going to send her on the next episode of The Single Life to dance in DR with her friends. Come on, that don't make sense. So we're bashing, Betty for being an overprotective mom and this bitch for not telling nobody she's pregnant. But the bitch is dancing in a bar with a bunch of single people. What does she contribute to the single life? What does she contribute? Why is she there?
Nothing, but let's move on. Um, let's see. So, okay, there was a tweet I posted about this is more of like a lease thing. I reposted this tweet about like the yacht brokers and how much money they make. So let me find it and read it real quick. Um, give me a sec. And the one thing though, I'm not sure if it's like USD money that this tweet is talking about, or if it's talking about like Australian money. So give me one sec. Okay, here it is. This is from Karen on Twitter. It says, interesting. In Australia, yacht brokers earn an average gross salary of around 47,000 per year, which is roughly $22.89 per hour salary expert. This figure includes an average annual bonus of about 3,200. So I'm not sure if that's USD or Australian dollars, but either way, so yacht broker makes around 47,000. So maybe that's why Joshua has like roommates and shit.
I don't know. 47,000. He should be able to get a one-bedroom apartment, right? Like, I feel like
Depending
that's.
where. Depends where. You have to remember that. I heard Australia is very expensive.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Sydney, apparently it's super expensive for some shit.
But don't he live in his mother's basement or something?
Yeah,
So
but
47,000 is a lot of money if you live in your mother's basement.
well, that's what I was saying. If you make 47,000 and you live in your mom's basement, you don't have any bills, like you're just saving. Well, I'm assuming he might not be saving money. He might be going out and drinking every night. But like, I would assume that you would have like a shit ton of money in the bank, right? Because you're making okay money. You don't have any bills, and you're probably banging your best friend Chris. So like, where's all your money going?
And he
But yeah,
could be paying child support.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot about the kid. That yeah, you know what? Maybe all the money is going to child support. I forgot. Isn't that what Lauren said? If he comes back here, all his money would go to child support. Maybe he is broke. He's paying for that kid. I forgot about that.
We glossed over George's observation. We just glossed over it.
What?
And that he might be begging his friend Chris or whatever.
Oh, he is definitely banging his friend Chris. Like I
And
was,
you know, I didn't, and I'm such an observant watcher of the show. It didn't dawn on me until I started seeing people saying she might be a beard and they're a couple. And then I thought back to the scene where he hung a picture of himself in the guy's bedroom over the bed.
Yeah, we did like a B90 recap.
Okay. Again, you know what? I'm just gonna say goodnight and go because I seem to be fucking up left and right today.
No,
So you guys go on ahead. I'm just gonna mute myself. I'm just gonna mute myself because I'm just adding shit to the. I'm not adding anything to the show because I don't.
You weren't here on Sunday.
I just do I do Fridays, and you know, you guys could send me a recap of the days you do, but since you don't, I'm just winging it. So yeah, I'm gonna just stand down. I'm gonna just stand down. I'm gonna stand down. You go ahead, Gina. You do you.
well, that's great.
Did she leave?
I think she.
I'm muted. I didn't leave, so don't talk shit about me because I can hear ya.
Okay. Anyway, let's go to the next. Though the point of let's go to the next topic because I literally just want to read the tweet, and not have a full discussion of it. I'm just trying to keep the show moving because like we had this discussion like Monday, and I just want to retweet, and then I want to go to the next topic because otherwise we'll be on the fourth topic in 2 hours. So anyway, let's go to the next topic, which is well, we might have talked about this on the previous show too. So the Temu Lion King, we found his Instagram page, which is let me go to that. I know we've talked about it in the past, so it's not like new tea, but it was interesting to find his official Instagram page, and I'll even give it a shout out. It's official_DSR. So the Temu Lion King, we discovered his page. Let me read my caption, which is, here's the Temu Lion King, Lisa and Daniel's King's IG page. King Don Sylvester has a record label, DSR. He does artist management, music recording, movie making, live band services, and content creation. They even have a music video with a helicopter in it, and it was posted before AI was a thing. So yeah, I exposed his Instagram account. He's basically like a music promoter.
Interesting. And you had already said that he was an actor, which we all figured out. And I saw that when I saw that he was a music producer, I was like, oh, but that's probably the label that Soulja Boy is on because I've never heard of him or Soulja Boy. And I saw that Soulja Boy commented on that, so he's probably upset.
It seems the Soulja Boy he laughed at the post, but I should hit up Soulja Boy and see if he's ever heard of this guy.
Well, yeah, I feel like they probably have worked together at some point because I'm not saying that there's only two black people in Nigeria, but I'm just saying like they probably work together because he's a music producer and he does music videos and Soulja Boy does music and does music videos. So I was like, they probably have crossed paths at some point, right?
Either way, I feel like if Soulja Boy sees he has the clout, Soulja Boy will hit him up probably.
Well, he probably already has, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably already has.
But yeah, and it seems like I think he even fancies himself as like a filmmaker too. I don't know how legit that is, but
yeah, he kind of does everything, and you got to watch out for the people who say they do everything because they usually do nothing.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't Soulja Boy in like a movie where he had like a AK-47 or whatever the fuck it is?
There was a movie that he put out on YouTube, and he did have an AK-47. I don't remember. I didn't watch it because I'm a person, but I do remember him putting out a movie on YouTube, and I don't remember what it was about because
says the man that watches porn for the plot.
I like this movie didn't have a plot. It was just Usman, and I can't, no offense, but I have a hard time understanding him. I need closed captioning for him because it's just hard. His accent is thick. So I couldn't watch a movie of him trying to like I didn't understand it. So yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So anyway, this I'm curious if this like Temu King will, but he hasn't posted on Instagram in like years. It's like a dormant account for like a
I
2 3.
saw that. Yeah, I saw that. So I'm wondering if he has a new account or because you know, I feel like if you're in the music industry or a producer or you have to have some sort of online presence, right? So it's really weird that he doesn't use Instagram.
Yeah, or there's certain people where like they'll have a dead account, but then if they have like something like like if they pop up on reality TV or something, they'll like get back on their dormant account and they'll like do a new post, say, "Hey y'all, did y'all see me on TV or something?"
Yeah, there are people that do that. I call it the resurrection from the dead. Like they'll be dead for a year, and then all of a sudden, when they're back, they're back, and it's like, how'd you just come back from the dead like that? Are you Jesus?
True. Oh, and by the way, let me and Cap, I just want to say, if you missed the beginning of this show, if I seem irritable tonight, and I know you were talking about stomach aches. I actually have a bad stomach ache, so that's why I'm very irritable tonight. So I apologize if I'm being bitchy. So don't take it personal. Anyway.
Yeah, he's just being a little Mariah-ish tonight. It
Yeah,
is.
I'm laboring through a show, but otherwise, a lot of other people would be like, "Oh, I'm canceling the show." But anyway, the show must go on. So next topic, which is, oh, this was a post where like I was in the middle of like posting it before I got like the Ross Mathews tea, so I didn't post it because obviously I didn't want to like take away the real estate. So anyway, I could post it in the Patreon if y'all want, which is like, first of all, I'm trying to remember. Okay, I'm sure you know George, but like, well, her username is like Blended Boo, Jenny's daughter. Like, I'm trying to remember what her first name is. Do you remember?
Her first name is Christina.
Yeah, Christina, that's it. So I was in the middle of posting this, but I didn't post it. I could put it in the Patreon. But anyway, like basically the question what is on the topics list, which is, so is Christina, Jenny's daughter, still stranded in like India because of like the war? It's hard to get flights. So Christina posted some things today where she says, "I'm not going to lie. I'm bawling my eyes out. I'm scared. Flights keep going up and up. I'm so incredibly sad for the world." And then she did a follow-up story, Christina, where it says, "I absolutely love you. Thank you in advance to my friends helping me get home. I've got a gift for you all when I get home. Plus, mom is sending me home with some of her kurtas, Kurtas. She no longer wears or never wore. I truly have the best community of incredible people." So it seems like she's on her way home. It's just costing her a lot of money, I guess.
Yeah, I'm assuming that the airlines are canceling repeat flights.
Mm.
So if like there's a flight, there's probably instead of 4 flights a day to the same place, there's probably only going to be one because when people are dropping missiles, you're not going to want all of your planes in the air all day. So I'm assuming that's why the price is going up. So instead of 4 flights with 4,000 seats or however many seats, it's just one flight now. So they're going to tax you to get on that flight. So that's probably what it was.
But
Yeah.
is it the airline responsible to to rebook you on another flight, and that's why you have travel insurance?
I mean, this is a war, so like I don't know if a war constitutes an insurance claim because that's like I don't want to say an act of God, but what do you call it when it's like out of anyone's control? Like I don't know if they have to do it because it's not weather related or it's not nothing that falls under the clause of your insurance. Like for instance, if a tree falls on your house, there's probably a clause on there that says, "Oh, that's an act of God. We don't have to cover it." It might kind of fall under that. It's a war. They don't predict when a war is going to happen.
Mm. Well, anyway, Christina, hopefully you get home and safely and soundly.
Yeah, I hope so too. I love Christina. She's great. And
Well, the problem with Christina is that her government didn't prepare their citizens for an exit from such countries. So that is why Christina is, and many citizens are probably stuck out there.
Well, in a way, like, still, I'm sure, like, I'm sure she's going for. I know she's having issues and stuff, but at least coming from India shouldn't be as fucked up as.
It shouldn't be, but it is.
But it would be worse if you were like Dubai or something right now.
Yeah. The Middle East is like really shitty to try to get out. Like they were saying, a lot of podcasters and influencers are stuck in Dubai, and so we're gonna expect like 5 day long podcasts about them being stuck there. But right now there's conflict in a lot of these countries, so it's kind of tough, like getting out. So, but hopefully, yeah, she's in India, so I don't think she would have too much problems getting out.
Oh, so in the chat it says she flew Qatar Airlines, so she was refunded for that flight and then rebooked through India Air, and then she has to fly to New York. Then
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so she was originally in India. She had a better chance of getting out than anybody in the Middle East.
Mm.
But yeah, there was really no plan in place.
I don't really think anyone knew this was coming, including the person who
Well,
did.
not just a side note. Like a lot of times when there's conflict in certain areas, like when you're gonna book a flight, the airline will tell you, there's an advisory for this region. Don't go here, don't go there. So before you book the flight, they give you an advisory, like on websites and stuff, like not to go into these territories because there may be conflict. So that wasn't in place for such an event. So that's why a lot of people were out of the US and in these regions during that time, because there was no warning of a conflict maybe coming, or there's a conflict in place. So yeah, that might have a lot to do with it. But because she's in India, I'm confident that she was able to get home.
True. All right. Well, yeah. Hopefully she's good. The other topic, it's not really much of like it's not like a deep topic. It's a very shallow topic. But did you see Lisa's ex-wife?
Oh, I did.
But she's been on social media talking about Lisa for a minute now.
You've seen the visual of the ex-wife before this week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen her a long time talking about. Remember I sent you guys that thing that
TikTok.
Yeah, about her. She was going on and on and on about Lisa and Lisa's situation and all that stuff.
Just so I understand clearly, Gina, too, you're saying that the lady I posted like 2 days ago, you had seen what she looks like 2 days ago?
Yeah, we'd been seeing her.
Oh, y'all are holding out on us because
no, we're not holding out on us. No, Gina can tell you.
Well,
you know what? Again, I feel like the redheaded stepchild. Like,
no, when
you don't even.
When you come across someone that looks like that, I feel like you should lead with, "Hey, we just saw this."
I told you she was doing a whole fucking TikTok summary.
But what you didn't mention
about Lisa, but that was her. Her ex.
We wanted to see the visual.
What you didn't mention.
It was her in a TikTok video talking about Lisa.
You said that. You said that. You did not tell us that she looked like she was run over by a freight train 14 times.
Well, I mean, if you looked at the video I sent you on our
chat. Captain, do you know how many videos people send me? I didn't watch it. I didn't know. You have to lead with that.
You don't watch it because I'm not important enough to you guys for you to watch it.
You know what? True.
I'm going back into my. I'm going downstairs to eat a chicken wing.
That is
Fuck
not
both
true.
of y'all. Fuck my diet. Fuck my diet. I'm gonna go eat some chicken wings right now.
The reason I didn't watch it is because people send me like 100 videos a day.
I didn't send it to you. I sent it to our chat. Gina saw it. Gina saw it.
That's the problem. You didn't send it directly to me. I don't always check the group chat.
But how Gina saw it?
Because Gina always checks it. Like I don't. Sometimes.
So y'all telling me that I'm sending shit to you to the chat that I think that my peoples is on to give y'all information and y'all disregarding it?
That is,
what?
It. Listen to me right fucking
now. I'm gonna dip my fucking chicken wings in hot sauce.
If I was out of town and with Babe,
fuck my diet.
There is a high chance that I was not paying a lick of attention to anything.
You know what?
From anybody.
I want you, when you go to sleep today, I want you to know you're responsible for 58 calories.
Oh, that's not even that much.
Well, somehow George and I both must have not seen the video, but I miss it too.
You miss it too because you don't give a fuck.
No,
you hate me. You hate me. I'm your illegitimate child.
That is not true.
Next time you have to take a screenshot and say, look at what the
Oh my God, how many times, Gina, you know what? You're going to be quiet. Gina, you're going to be quiet through all this and just let me be battered and beaten?
It's less about what the video was talking about. It's more when you
I sent it to y'all with the lady talking, with the ex-wife talking about Gina. I mean, Lisa.
I would have saw her face. I would have immediately.
Oh my God.
I would have immediately opened it when somebody that ugly.
Well, you're in love, so you get a pass. But Shabooty, shame on all your houses. Shame on all your houses.
Oh my God! Look, if I would have saw a face like that, I never would have forgot it. So when I saw it, I was like,
no. When I saw it, I was like, oh, this is Instagram gold.
Yeah, well, right. I was like, yeah, she's over there. She's telling the whole story about Lisa's. She's putting all Lisa's business out there.
Well, the funny part is like I didn't realize all this. What you're telling me, so I didn't know that she's been putting videos out. I just assumed somebody found like a picture of her, and she's not.
No, she's putting all her shit out there.
So I posted her, and I felt kind of bad. I was like, oh well, let me not goof on her too much.
They're living in a tent and all that shit.
Mm-hmm. But I'm saying like I didn't want to goof on her initially because I was like if she's out there on social media, then the gloves are off, even though I took the gloves off anyway.
Oh my God, how many weeks ago? And she was saying about how they live in the tent and how this and how that, and I was like, oh, this shit is gold for my crew. Boom, cut and paste, saved it and send it to y'all. Well, the whole video.
Pineapple Girl says she even did a YouTube interview. I watched it.
Well, see, why wasn't she on our show? If she wants to come and talk shit about Lisa, the door has always been open.
But I send it to you so y'all could reach out. I don't want to reach out to her.
Why not? I would have
because I'm not the captain of this ship. I'm only the captain of the Enterprise.
Your name is literally captain.
We like
I can't even speak on this show. Shabooty be telling me to shut up.
I gotta keep the show moving. Anyway, so but like. No offense, but like as far as like Lisa, I know there was like all this thing about her living in a tent and all that shit, and I admittedly purposely didn't really like dive into it too much because I really didn't give a fuck about Lisa, and that was before Shitgate. But then after Shitgate happened, like then all of a sudden I became interested in being a Lisa fan. So now I don't know everything about her after Shitgate.
Yeah, her stock went up like 100%. Like she was really off my radar, and then after that, I was like, she's like number one priority at this point.
Yeah, she didn't capture our attention when she said she had like rotting flesh under her wig. So she said, you know what? Hold my beer. I'm a shit myself.
Well, right. She was like, I don't know how to get the attention of George.
I'm a shit myself.
But I'm gonna make this happen. And she was like,
yeah, you know what's crazy? They had him eating a chocolate bar talking about the shit.
Yep. Yeah. They did, which I thought that has to be production because the fact
that was production. Because let me tell you something. I'm a mother. I've had a baby. And I know that when your baby shits her diaper in the room, you could smell that shit all around the house.
Yeah.
So if a grown person shit herself all over the bed and on this guy, you could have smelled that shit down the whole 5 flights down. And for him to just be chomping on that chocolate bar like no problem. But you know, TLC's production crew, they don't have no couth because they film for, you know, the 6,000 pound life, whatever. And they be filming those, you know, obese people doing all kind of weird shit. So they were just
The opening scene is literally them in the shower, butt-ass naked, crotch shot.
Yo, and then they show all the sheets all full of shit balled up in a corner, and he's just munching on a chocolate bar like, yep, she shit all over me. I was like, this cannot be real.
Speaking of being an asshole, which is myself, like somebody asked Pineapple Girl for the YouTube interview that she did. So let me just say, Pineapple Girl, don't link to no YouTube interview of people that we're not friends with. Because that won't go over well. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. They didn't say whose YouTube they were on. Yeah.
Yeah, but if it's just, I was going to say, if it's somebody that we don't fuck with, don't share their shit.
Yeah, we don't support people that we don't like.
You and Pineapple Girl, you're pretty like knowledgeable, so I'm sure you know who we hate and stuff.
Yeah, basically. Wait, Lana's here.
We don't know who we hate. Is kind of a statement that you can make, Shabooty, because remember, during your Liz era, you blocked a lot of people. So some of us still have some followers that you may have blocked, but they still follow us. Like, I know I have a lot of people that always tell me, well, Shabooty blocked me, Shabooty blocked me, Shabooty blocked me. So I just keep it pushing. But there's a lot of people who were blocked during the Liz gate, you know?
Well, I don't want to get into the specifics, but I think I blocked a lot of people for non
Mm.
90-day fiance reasons. Is more like Twitter politics type shit, but I don't want to get into all that.
Oh yeah, we get I got a bunch of those politicians, but I don't.
There's a lot of people that Shabooty block that will message me and be like, because I'll retweet something Shabooty posted or reply to something Shabooty posted, and they'll swipe up on my tweet and be like, I can't see that because Shabooty blocked me. Like I get
No,
that
I tell people, the minute I see anything political on my thread, I automatically say, listen, this thread and this stuff is completely, this hashtag is 90-day fiance or love after lockup only. If this is not related to the show, please take that shit someplace else.
Oh, and then by the way, there was like a Reddit hater today where they rattled off several things about me, but one thing they said that I do take umbrance with or whatever is they said I was anti-immigrant, and that's fucking bullshit. I'm pro-immigrant. I'm just anti-Jasmine.
Well, anybody's anti-Jasmine shit.
Well, yeah.
Jasmine
Jasmine fall under the category of immigrant.
I'm just saying some Reddit troll was saying I was anti-immigrant, and that's like fucking horseshit. But anyway,
She falls under the shitty human being category. So that's
yeah, she's just a shitty human being. We're not against her immigration status or anything. We just think she's a bad person and a bad parent.
Yeah, no matter what country she comes from, she's just a shitty human being. That's all it is.
I mean, we don't want to see ICE drag her out into the snow naked, but
yeah. Okay, I have another topic that I really don't want to spend much time on, just mainly because it's a fucked up story, which is the Leidia thing.
So
I don't want to get all into it because
I'm gonna mute right now before I go off.
I'm just gonna say I hope that she's not responsible. That's it, and I'm gonna mute.
Okay. No, anyway, it's on my Instagram.
I'm not gonna mute, but I'm gonna listen.
Story. But the update on the story is that the medical examiner determined the death of her baby was like, quote, non-accidental trauma.
Oh God. Oh, I had just got goosebumps, like just going down my spine. My God.
Well, I'm just waiting until they arrest her because that's all I want. And I don't want to get too deep into it, but arrest her now.
In all honesty, I may be a fucking asshole just to be a fucking asshole to, tweets and shit like that, but I don't in my heart, I don't want to believe that she harmed her. She harmed that child. And this is the United States, where the judicial system is pretty good at spotting child abuse, and the coroner would notice if your child was abused or killed by your hand rather than natural causes. For it to take this long and this woman running free, it's something just doesn't add up.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in Wisconsin. I don't think it's known like their brilliant judicial system.
But that's really, I mean, I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, so anyway, I think we could all collectively say F you to her, though.
Yeah, F that girl.
Yes.
F her. I'm pissed. But yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, that's fucked up. It's a fucked up story. That's why it's like, I generally don't even like posting about that story because it's like so gross and fucked up and evil and whatever. But anyway, that's why I hate posting about it, but I just had to. But then I also don't want to dwell about it on here. But anyway, let's move on. Next topic, which is, did you see Rob's dating post that I reposted? Or about women?
I didn't. I'm sorry. I've been like out of town like a lot. I did see that you posted it, but it was like a paragraph and I didn't read it. I don't remember what I was doing. I was maybe driving. I couldn't like get into it. So can you like recap me?
Let me read it. It's not that long. But it is the reaction's always funny because Rob always, even though we're friends with Rob now, well, you maybe we've been friends with him the whole time. I don't know. But now that I'm friends with Rob, but the comments section just no matter what I post shits on him. But anyway, I'll read you his paragraph and then maybe you'll understand why he is or isn't getting shit on. But here's what he said. It's about dating, but it says, this is Rob talking, not me. It says, I hear often that dating for men is so much easier than for women. So, other than safety, because anyone could be drugged or assaulted, what about dating is easier for men than women? We have to approach, we drive, we pay. We also have to be presentable. We got to be funny, charming, and make all the right calls as we gauge the progress of the night to avoid overstepping or being awkward. So, what makes it harder for women? Laugh out loud, just asking.
Oh, he did not think this through.
No, yeah, because that
Posted
opens the
it.
floodgates of anger.
Oh yeah, because now every woman that has ever been in contact with an asshole man is gonna unleash this on him. And
Mhm.
I can, and I don't want to do that devil's advocate. I can understand like dating for men is hard because a man has to, like he said, you have to look good, smell good, dress good, drive a nice car. You have to buy her something. You have to
So,
open the door.
so he's beefing because he's having a hard time finding a woman because dating is hard for a man.
Yes.
He's just posting about it, and then people are shitting on him in the comment section. Maybe understandably, I don't know.
I mean,
No, no, but what about dating for a woman?
well, no, that's the
Dating,
point.
dating for a woman is really hard.
I mean,
Okay.
I think this is why the battle of the sexes has always been a thing because when you're in your shoes looking at the other gender, it always looks like things are easier. A lot of men look at it like, oh, well, a woman will find a guy and then she can be a stay-at-home wife and never have to work and he's going to take care of her and she gets a car. Like when you're looking at it from the other side of the fence, it always looks like the other side gets it good because I've met a lot of women who are like, oh, well, it's easier for a man. He gets to get married, knock me up 6 times, and then he gets to go to work and he doesn't have to deal with any other shit going on in this household. So it always seems like the other person has it better. Don't ever say that about women though, because women, I've
Mhm.
learned women go out to the grocery store because they need to buy like something to eat and like 14 guys are like, hey, want to hang out, hey, want to go out. Like women are hit on everywhere no matter what the situation. They could be at a funeral standing over their dad's dead body and there's going to be a guy who's going to try to hit on her. So women have it really difficult. And I don't think anybody should say who has it worse or who has it better because it
Yeah.
sucks for everybody
He's
involved.
not in a position to say who has it worse because, first of all, uh, he may be a dick, but he's a handsome guy and he comes from money. We already know that his family has money. He comes from money and now he's on TV. So he has it good. Women, on the other hand, or he cannot blame that because the woman that he's looking for are not realistic women. They're Botox and BBLs
Mhm.
and, above his pay grade women that he's looking for because they want to be on TV, they want to be on social media so badly with these arm candy women. They're not looking for real women.
You want me to read you the
Wait,
comment?
I was just about to say, can we get into the comments? Because that's what I really
Yeah,
want.
get into the comments. They could rip his ass a new asshole.
Okay, let's see. Look, I was these are some of the comments. It says, sounds a bit red pill. Um, let's see. Let me see. Not. I was trying to read the good ones. Let's see. Glad having to initiate a conversation is apparently equivalent to not feeling safe, laughing my ass off. Rob, this ain't it. This one says, women avoid men like Rob, men avoid women like Sophie. The end. This says, if he's insecure, he just needs to say that.
Oh, wow.
Um, and by the way, Rob replied to the comments to my post, and he said, "I'm about to block you off my threads." And then I think I replied, compared to my comment section, I'm Mother Teresa.
Wait, did he threaten to block you?
I think he was joking. He did a laughing face. I think
Why
he was,
would he say that to you?
no, I think he was joking. But yes, yeah, he was joking with me. Anyway, in the other comments, it says, "You're so right in your exclamation. Rob can do no wrong in my eyes, though. He's too pretty." Oh, there's a compliment to him. This says, Oh, Statler responded and called him Andrew Tate Jr. Just say you're jealous of women and hate them.
Oof.
Whoa, that was very charged. Yeah, that was very.
She shot him.
Yeah,
She clocked it. She
that
clocked
was
it.
like that was a missile launch. Not
came-
just,
That was like a shot fired.
Yep, she came with a WMD.
Mm-hmm.
that was a missile launch.
Shot him down. That's the thing. I mean, you know what? I think I'm too old to comment on Rob's age group, but looking at the situation, there's just a certain, like when you look on Twitter, you look on social media, you always see a certain type of woman being posted and being portrayed that is not a realistic woman.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that is, some 20 something that's had lots of work done, the body's done, this and done, the BBL. So this is seems to be the attainable goal for men. And then the men on social media are also, like doing the most, so it's not a realistic dating situation in general.
Okay,
So
you're
can I weigh in on that? So like when I was younger, men weren't pretty. So like if you were a guy, you didn't really take care of yourself. You dressed whatever you wanted to wear. You didn't groom yourself. Like men weren't supposed to be pretty. And I think the times have changed to where men are supposed to be just as pretty as women. And I feel like now it's like a competition between men and women of
No,
who's prettier.
it's men. Listen, this is the misconception. In this generation, men are not expected to be pretty. Men are expected to be wealthy. No matter how ugly you are, you're expected to be wealthy. Women are expected to be pretty and have all the assets in the right places. Big fake titties, big fake ass, little, stomach, lips, that look like inner tubes, all this hair down her back, and be able to jiggle her ass. That's what men are looking for in this generation.
That has never changed. That has always been
No, men have never looked for women like that. Before the age of internet, before the age of social media, men would go old-fashionedly to the clubs and they meet girls. And if you see them, you like them, you take them home. Nobody had a fake ass. If you got a girl with a big ass, you got lucky because it was real. You know what I'm saying? If you got a girl with long hair, you got lucky because her hair was real. Her tits were real. Her lips were real. And that's what it was. Now you're looking on the internet for Kim Kardashian clones, and girls are looking for rich guys. You drive a Bugatti, you got this, you do crypto. Those are the guys girls are looking for.
I do think that girls are not just looking for a loaded guy. I think a lot of it's shifted a little. Like girls want a guy to be loaded and to at least be cute. It used to, like 20 years ago, a girl would date a 99-year-old man who
You think that's the truth? Look at the football play. Look at the football player that recently got drafted. I forget his name. That married the girl in
Latina.
Huh?
The Latina.
Yeah, the Latina. Look at them and tell me if girls are looking for guys to be cute.
Well, he's like he's a fucking NFL player.
But he's an NFL player. But is he cute?
He's not cute, but he's a fucking.
He's not cute. So
multi-millionaire
George,
NFL player.
we're not looking for. They're not looking for cute. They're looking for money. Money is what talks.
No, but I like, yeah, but the NFL player that blows all rules out of water. That doesn't.
yeah, if you're in the NFL, you're not in a league with everybody else. I think regular league guys.
You think that she will be with him if he wasn't in the NFL?
That's what we're saying.
Absolutely not.
Exactly. So then cute is not what they're looking for. They're looking for the money, the longevity, the stability.
But I feel what George is saying in the sense of like nowadays
want
a pretty boy and a motherfucking rich dude.
Nobody wants a pretty boy. Let me tell you something. Go right now to the club and take the ugliest person that you know with you and tell the hottest girl that you know that's his Bugatti parked outside and see what you get. And see what you get.
Okay.
And see what you get. Put it to the test, because we're living in a generation of internet perception. The girl has to look a certain.
But again, you're referencing NFL players, and then you're referencing a Bugatti, which is $1 million car.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Girls are looking for money. They're not
No,
looking
no,
for
no, no, I'm
face.
saying like Bugatti rich and NFL rich is like, of course, yeah, they'll go with that guy, but we're not talking about
Yeah,
Bugatti.
we're talking about regular guys that are at a club on
Okay, so
Friday
the
night.
so the girls, so you're saying that girls want a regular guy on a Friday night that's cute, even though he's broke.
No, that is definitely not what I said. I said
So
that they're
then,
looking for a guy that who has a lot of money and might actually
They're
be
like,
cute.
okay, so that he's cute and rich.
Yes, that's. I think that it shifted a little. The regular girls out here in the world that are looking for regular guys, it shifted. He can't be fat and ugly. He has to go to the gym and he has to have a little bit of money. I
You
think that there.
a little bit of money or more money than her and give her the lifestyle she wants. Money.
That's what I mean. The girl in this situation usually doesn't have any money at all. She's a gold digger.
So
So any
you think that his looks would trump the fact that he could give her the lifestyle she wants? Or you think that his money could trump the fact that he's ugly?
are we still talking about Rob?
well, I never even finished the comment section.
I'm
No, I'm
confused.
just saying we have the misconception that Rob is saying, oh well, girls this and that. But look at the girl you got. You got a girl from England and she's done everything to her body that she didn't need because Sophie didn't need all of that.
To your point, you're right. Sophie is that is a weird expectation of any woman because nothing on Sophie's body is real, and she doesn't even have a real
But she
personality.
didn't need that. She didn't need that. She didn't even need the wig. Her hair was fine. Natural hair
in my
is fine.
opinion, Sophie is extremely ugly to me because of her attitude.
Her attitude
Nothing
makes her
that-
ugly, but not her physical features.
Physically, she's beautiful, but I could never get hard around someone like that. She's just an ugly, nasty human being. Like I would never be able to have sex with someone like that.
But that's fine.
She reminds me of Jasmine. Whenever she opens her mouth and starts complaining
Jasmine is not pretty compared to Sophie's natural beauty originally. Jasmine doesn't hold a candle to Sophie. Sophie was very pretty naturally. The only thing that fucked her up in the first season was the wig. That was kind of distorted, but she had a pretty face. Her face was naturally pretty.
Well, she's pretty. It's just when she opens her mouth, it's just.
But now she's a different animal.
Yeah. If it's okay, let me finish the comments.
Are we giving Shabooty with a stomachache such a hard time? You know what, George? I'm definitely gonna stand down.
No, I just want to finish this comment section. So people are okay. Some of this one says Rob pays ? This one says Rob, stop lying. We know you don't pay. This says poor Rob, being funny and looking presentable is a big ask. To be fair. So yeah, the comment section is shitting on him. Let's see. Then this says he has to be kidding. Why can't he just say he needs some tips on dating men?
They came to play.
And there it is. And
this one says, and this is why he's divorced. And this one says, bro, it's International Women's Month.
Oh no, he didn't say that on International Women's Month.
Yeah, and then this is why is he so whiny? This one actually is pro Rob. It says, we're gonna ride for you, Rob. And then this says, I will never forget the story of Rob not buying Sophie her side of ranch because it was $1.
Oh my God, I remember that.
But yo, out of everything, let's just recap for a quick second. You know how all the time in all the couples of 90 Day Fiance that are going bad, they always talk about the divorce and this. Rob and Sophie never talk about their divorce or like the papers, or are they fully divorced, or are they really divorced? Right?
Hold on, ask it again. Sorry, I was.
Like, have Rob and Sophie ever mentioned on the show that they are divorced or that they got the divorce papers or anything like that?
That's a good question. We'll have to ask George when he gets back. We'll ask George. I'm not 100% sure. Let's see if there's any other comments. Let's see. This says
she brought it up during Single Life. She says like, "Oh yeah, I'm divorced," but like as in for like a Jasmine Gino situation where like it's like brutal like that, like in Caddy. No, I don't think so.
But she said she was divorced?
Yeah, on the Single Life.
Mm-hmm.
In the intro.
Okay, I'm back. Okay, so when Rob was on Hunt for Love, he was separated. He said that he was separated. Wait, was that wait, no, that was first they were on The Last Resort. That's when they were separated. And I want to say when he did the Hunt for Love, was Rob on Hunt for Love or am I thinking of
Rob was at home for love, fucking with Elise.
yeah, he said that he was still married then, remember? So that was the last that he ever brought it up.
And now she's on The Single Life, but nobody mentioned anything about divorce. See, this is the shit that pisses me off about the TLC writers.
All right, well, I read all the good comments. So, okay, we have one more topic, and then we have strip club reviews.
Just go to strip club reviews.
It is.
Oh shit, my mic was not muted.
Oh, was that supposed to be private?
I was like, just go to strip club reviews because I've been fucking. I'm like 0 for 1,000 tonight. So you know what? Just go.
Well, the funny part is like I think between us, we're like, oh, is this like a train wreck podcast? But people in the chat, live chat, are like, this is the funniest shit I've ever heard. So I think Pineapple Girl and them are laughing their ass off. So I don't think we should worry about it too much. Anyway, okay. To your chagrin, though, we do have one more topic before strip club reviews, which is Emma. We could be quick, but anyway, somebody asked a question. What was your intention in yelling that you guys had just had sex during the breakup? And then Emma said, part of the conversation was cut out, and this was a 2-hour argument that was cut into 10 minutes, so you didn't get to see everything that was said. I was frustrated because Ziad called me a liar 100 times and was constantly coming down on me for not sharing things and being open and honest. I had enough because he was doing the exact same thing to me when it came to us having sex. On camera, he acted like he wouldn't even touch me, but off camera, he invited me to his room, slept with me, but then would bash me on camera about how I don't respect him in his religion. I felt it wasn't fair because I was being honest, yet he was getting away with putting on a fake image, and that's why I exposed it. So that's Emma's post.
Can I speak? Okay, I want to say something about the Emma situation with Ziad. If I was asked to bet my life right now that Ziad fucked Emma, I would bet that he didn't fuck her, and I'd win. He did not fuck her. Emma want to be on TV, and that's the only person that she could find to indulge her on the 90 Day Fiance cast. Also, Emma goes online to say that she wears these ridiculous wigs and all this makeup because she is biracial. Her father's black. She's biracial and she doesn't like her unruly curly hair. So she'd rather wear these wigs than to have her unruly curly hair. And I saw a picture of her father and her mother. Her mother's Italian, her father's supposedly black.
He ain't black though.
Her father looked like a Puerto Rican.
He is most definitely not black. When she posted,
her father, and you could see his hair is good. It's not nappy, curly, whatever what she's talking about. His hair is good.
And she was like, "This is my dad. I'm black and I'm mixed, or whatever." And I was like, "Show me."
Yeah,
I was like, "Show me the black man that you're referring to, because there's no black man in that photo."
Nope. Her father hair in the photo that she showed, her father looked like a Puerto Rican, which is a olive skin male with nice, like good, like hair. That's whatever.
Good, curly black hair.
Yeah. She make it seem like her hair is like it's so unruly, and even it was unruly. Even Sophie said that her father was black, and that's why her hair was curly. But nobody said their hair was so unruly that they had to wear these ridiculous, because Emma's wig is the worst wig I've seen in the franchise. And the makeup is worse. But TLC is going to bring her back because she's buddy with Shekinah. Anyway, I don't want to see them ever again. But the Ziad character, nah, sis. You should have got yourself. You should have went to Morocco and got yourself a real Moroccan looking. Because Ziad, we seen his moments, and yeah, he played for home team.
Okay, by the way, sorry to like backtrack on the topic. People were curious what football player we're talking about. So I'm going to post it in Patreon, but it's like Travis Hunter. If you Google
Yeah,
his name or Google his face,
yeah,
Travis Hunter, he's a cornerback
yeah,
for the
yeah,
Jacksonville Jaguars.
I'll do
yeah,
it right now. Because you
yeah.
know me, I don't know nobody about no sport.
No, I don't know. I don't remember the names. I
Oh
remember,
my God, he's ugly.
right?
Wow.
But
Gee.
but but y'all want to tell me that it's about love and that it's about the face. Oh, he has to be have a cute face. You're not gonna
No,
fucking
but
tell me.
no, but we said he doesn't count because he's a fucking famous
Okay, but if he wasn't, but he wasn't an NFL player. If he wasn't an NFL player with all the $1 million contract he got, what will you say then? That's what I
I think
asked.
what we're saying is if he looks like what he does and he was making like $100,000,
No, if he was making $15 an hour at Burger King, you think she will be with him?
that we never said he
No,
would.
we never
No,
said
but I'm
that.
just asking because that's what you
No,
guys
of
asked.
course not. I think the point we're trying to make is like, if he looked like that, and let's say he made $100,000 a year for a chick that like that Latina chick that he was with is with, she still wouldn't be impressed by that. She would want the guy that was even handsome, more handsome, and was making 200,000. She wouldn't be happy with that.
Right. That was what I was.
She wouldn't be. Yeah, she listen. We're gonna leave that on the sideline because that's just a whole different animal. But yeah, the girls are because the internet is showing people what they want to see. Now everybody wants a BBL. Now everybody wants to take
I
Ozempic.
don't.
Now
I think
everybody
that
wants to do this and that.
I actually think BBLs are the strangest thing. Like they look so unnatural. I'm not into that at all. Like, don't get
Yeah,
me
but
wrong.
everybody wants to go to get like plastic surgery is
Well,
and Ozempic is like a surge because of the internet.
yes. I mean, I'm into big
I
titties, but
I'm I
like
want to get you into big titties.
I'm
Oh,
into big titties. Like I'm into that.
oh
Like
George,
But
oh
the
George,
BBL, the
oh
BBL,
George.
I can't get into. I can't get into the BBL. It looks unnatural. It
You
looks
like my
weird.
husband? My husband is a titty man. My
Oh,
husband said if
so am
I
I.
ever, my husband said you can do anything you want to your body, but don't touch your titties.
That is what I say.
My
Like
titties are huge. But I
that's
told him
off limit.
my
Off
titties
limit.
my titties are
Um,
huge. And he
speaking of,
said
Those are mine, and you can't touch them. They're mine.
he told me do whatever you want. Get a BBL, get your ribs taken out. I don't care if you stretch your legs, make them taller, but don't touch your titties.
speaking of titties, do you want to go into strip club reviews?
Yeah, let's do some titties. George, we keep forgetting Shabooty don't feel well.
Yeah, we just keep going on and on and
Yeah,
on.
we keep forgetting Shabooty doesn't feel well.
I know. Anyway,
Right? Fuck that. Fuck that, George.
this is a place called Nicola's. Do you want to guess the area? I don't know. Should I give clues or?
Yeah, go ahead. Just do you right now, because we've already exhausted our time limit.
It's only 1:20 a.m. Okay, I'll give you a clue.
You know what I'm saying? I exhausted my time limit.
It's on the West Coast.
Oh,
West Coast.
is it in
Nic-
California?
Yeah. Do you want to guess the city?
Nicola.
I'm gonna say San Diego.
Actually, well, it's not like a city I've ever heard of.
Oh,
San Bernardino?
No, it's something. I've never even heard of it. But okay, I'll give you a clue. Like it's near. It's near East Los Angeles.
Oh, San Francisco?
No, like it's. I feel like if you don't live in California, you wouldn't guess it because I've never heard of
All
this.
right. So I don't know.
Should I
I
just
mean,
tell you?
I've been to Los Angeles, but I don't know.
You don't know like intricate like side cities and shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I've seen shit when I've driven
Okay,
from.
I'll just tell you because even I've never heard of it. Which the answer was Commerce, California.
Nobody
Yeah,
heard of that shit.
I've never heard of it.
Nobody's heard of that shit. And I've been to Cali, and I've driven from Cali to Vegas.
Mhm.
Same.
Okay, you ready for the reviews?
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
ready.
Okay, hold your commentary captain till the end.
Why you gotta call me out? Like today is my day. You know what? I'm gonna be absent next Saturday. Next Friday.
Yeah,
No,
Saturday. You be absent Saturday.
I'm gonna be absent on Friday. That's it. I'm done.
Okay. All right. Well, for now, let's enjoy ourselves. So Johnson 12. Let me read his review. It says, this place is a mixed bag. Some girls that are pretty decent, some that are okay, some that pretty much just smell up the place. The last couple of times I've been here, the girls were pretty much just kicking back and basically eating. It was kind of funny. A few guys were basically by themselves, hanging out, looking for some attention, and about five girls were kicking back, eating tacos, I think, or maybe they were having a potluck. The owner, who's basically a grumpy little troll of a man, has got to start telling the girls to get out there and pay some attention to the men who frequent this establishment and to, excuse me, and to stop stuffing their faces and socializing with other girls and put the cell phones away for a few hours. The girls can chow down, make their phone calls, and set up their little chancanadas, I don't know what that word is, with other girls on their own time. By the way, the waitresses are still basically pushy skankas. I don't know what that is. Skanks. 2 stars. Okay. Any comments? We already talked about smells. George, are you
My
there?
bad. I was on mute. My bad. I had muted my mic. I was talking this whole time. My bad. I was just surprised that the strippers were eating instead of dancing. I was a little surprised. And the eating tacos and having a potluck instead of dancing, I was just a little surprised. Also,
Mhm.
I didn't know if it was the first time we heard them refer to the manager as a little troll of a man. Like people usually say a lot of mean things about the strip club manager, but I never heard that term.
I mean, that review hit a lot of bingo squares. They talk about the manager, talk about food, talk about the smell. What else? I don't know. I think that's a lot for one review.
Yeah, it was a very intricate, well written, well complained review in itself. But I was like, eating tacos in the middle of your shift is crazy, right? Like I feel like you shouldn't be eating in front of the guys. That like it doesn't turn, well, I don't know, maybe it does turn guys on to see girls eating tacos. I didn't think about that. Maybe that could be like hot for some people, but I prefer my women to just be not eating when they're dancing.
Hmm. Okay, the next review is from Richard. It says, okay, I used to be an attendee at Nicola's years ago in the 90s, and the strippers were no supermodels, but I ain't no Brad Pitt either. But they were okay. So I happened to take the day on a Wednesday last week, and so did my friend. He asked if I knew a cool spot to have some brews, so I said yes, and I suggested Nicola's. I suggested that the girls were okay since we were only going for the cold beer. Wink, wink. The first stripper probably weighed around 250 pounds or more. The second stripper probably weighed about 200 or more. I will probably be back for the cold beers. 2 stars.
Wait, 250 pounds or more?
Hmm.
So is he like an expert at guessing people's weight? Would he work at the fair?
I don't know, but it seems it's weird though. I would think that would totally make him not come back beer or not, but it seems like he's not deterred to.
No, he's not deterred. I think that the beer prices might be in line with his budget, I'm assuming.
Mm. So that was Richard. The next review is from Maxie. It says, I went yesterday. I went yesterday with a group of friends around 11 p.m. to 1 p.m. I thought it was a bar until I saw them giving lap dances at tables for $1. Make them holla, laugh out loud. The size is okay, and the Latin females are fuckable, I guess. It's $20 for a private dance. I don't know for how long, but my friend said it wasn't worth it. Would I come back again or recommend this place to you? Nah. Half the people there sorry. Half the people there and strippers seem to know each other like a kickback spot if you feel left out. I'd rather stay home with my girlfriend and make it rain. 2 stars.
Oh, so he kind of felt like it was a, what do you call it? A cliquish place where everyone knew everyone, and if you weren't part of the clique, they ignored you. That is kind
Mhm.
of annoying.
It seems like it's like when you walk in, it probably, I feel like I've been to a place like this before where it's like, it's more like a bar. It's basically more like a bar it looks like a bar versus like a real strip club.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
prefer my strip clubs to look like strip clubs.
Yeah. Like cool, like lights and shit.
Well, yeah, I want a disco ball and the lighting and the neon, and yeah, I want the whole experience.
And the heart shaped pool in the back in case you want to
Oh,
smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, in case you want to go take a dip in the pool and smoke and maybe get a lap dance in the pool.
Mhm. If you want to vape. Oh, by the way, did you see that vape I posted on my Instagram story?
I did.
Mhm.
Did you? You didn't buy that, did you?
No, unfortunately, no. It was like a viral post picture that I.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I don't think you should vape that. Like, I'm new to the vaping world, but I don't think you should put that in your mouth.
Yeah, that was a little sus.
It was.
Anyway, go look it on my Instagram story, assuming it's still live because it expires after a day. The next review is from Eddie. It says, well, this club has a lot of attractive Latinas, which is good. The club is better in the daytime. Nighttime dancers are kind of boring, but if you can find the right dancer who's not busy, you can have a good time. The night manager is kind of a prick, Russian/Armenian guy. Stay away from him. He actually would not let me in the club, and I'm a regular. Parentheses was not drunk nor violent or anything. Just a weird dude. Good dancers are Jocelyn, Eva, Sophia, and tell the night manager that we come to drink beer and watch women. We don't come for you, Buster. By the way, Lisette, where are you, girl? 3 stars.
Apparently, Lisette was off that night.
hmm Well, I heard Sophia. I wonder if it's our very own Sophia that listens to the podcast.
Oh yeah, she is a really big stripper who does travel, so it could have been.
hmm This is from Nick Strip. It says a bitch named Diane took my driver's license and debit card and didn't return it when I demanded it back. She had security ask me to leave. Laugh out loud. The asshole who touched me, you're lucky. I don't know your ass out, bitch. Laugh out loud. Don't go here. 1 star.
Wait, what?
Should I read that again?
Yeah, can I get it back? I got lost in the middle.
The grammar was kind of weird, so I was gonna read it as he's written it, which may not make sense. It says a bitch named Diane took my driver's license and debit card and didn't return it. When I demanded it back, she had security ask me to leave. Laugh out loud. The asshole who touched me, you're lucky I didn't know your ass out, bitch. Laugh out loud. Don't go here. 1 star. Anyway,
Okay, so I'm just as confused as the first time. So it wasn't
yeah,
you. It wasn't
yeah.
you.
I read it as it was written, so I don't know. Okay, this is from Larry. It says, this place is whack. Everyone there is shady. They're just trying to steal your money. The drinks are expensive for a hole in the wall. 1 star.
How expensive is expensive? I always want like prices. Because
Mm,
remember the one time there was like one that had $3 bills beers all night and there was someone complaining. And I was
mhm.
like, I'm gonna need you to not complain because I've paid like $14 for a beer before, so $3 is insane.
Yeah, I agreed. When I read that, it was like they were complaining it was like $3 or $4 for beer. I'm like, dude, when's the last time I even bought a $3 drink?
Right? It was probably the 70s before I was
Mm, true. All right, this is a long review. Oh, this is a super long review, so hold your horses on this one. It's like 2 pages. This is probably the longest review ever. Anyway, here goes. This is from Franklin. It says, I like tits, I like ass, I just don't like nickel ass. Cover charge, $10 for what? This place is a grimy ass dump. $9 for a Corona served to me by a non-hot bartender. No thanks. We were invited here by a friend whom I won't name, parentheses, Mike, and I was immediately turned off by the $10 charge. $10 for what? It's a fucking bar in the hood. My old man paid because it was too late to turn around and go elsewhere. And our friend Mike had already been looking forward to seeing tits and ass. So in we went. As we approached, as we approached the, I was happy to see, sorry, as we approached, I was happy to see that they had alcohol because the guys don't drink beer. I personally wanted wine. All they had was some off-brand Chardonnay and Moscato. I didn't expect them to open the wine cellar, but come on, who the fuck drinks Moscato? Corona it was. A $9 Corona. Really? We all got overpriced drinks and looked for a place to sit. All the booths were reserved. I'm assuming this is for I assume this was their VIP section. We ended up sitting right in front of the stage, and I proceeded to watch some wannabe dancer try to dance. She had knee-high socks and that red hustler that were more than likely purchased at the local swap meet for 25 cents pair. Face, no comment. I didn't see one attractive female in this joint. There better be some eye candy for a $10 cover charge. 50-something-year-old curly-haired waitress came by and asked, "Quieres a belle?" I don't know what that means. Huh? Do I want a lap dance from you? Um, no fucking thank you. It was looking at a friend's, it was like looking at a friend's grandma. She should be offering me mass cheaps and not a fucking lap dance. That was it. Sorry ass chicks, overpriced drinks, grandma trying to make extra cash, nasty skanks, joke of a place, total time spent 25 minutes. Would I go back? Never. 1 star.
That one was actually really good. I felt like I was there. It was
Mhm.
very descriptive. It's
I like
crazy.
that. I like the ending.
Yeah, yeah. I felt like it lived up to the hype, and the fact that the waitress was trying to do lap dances is crazy because I didn't know that the waitresses did lap dances, especially 50-something-year-old waitresses.
Mhm.
It's quieres un baile, which means do you want to dance?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
True. I like the end where it says, what do you say? Let me just read the last part. I liked it. It said, the 50-year-old waitress came by and said what Gina just said. It says, "Do I want a lap dance from you? No fucking thank you." It was like looking at a friend's grandma. She should be offering me. So wait, Gina, what does mass cheaps mean?
Hold on, let me look back at the review.
Mascheeps, and not a fucking lap dance. That was it. Sorry ass. I like this part. This part could be like an intro. This part could be like an intro song to the podcast. Sorry ass drinks, overpriced. Sorry, I fucked it up. Sorry ass chicks, overpriced drinks. Grandma trying to make extra cash. Nasty skanks. Joke of a place. Total time spent 25 minutes. Would I go back? Never. I feel like that could be a song.
Yeah, we should make that into a song and make it the intro. I think
Yeah.
it's
Let me.
Maybe he meant more chips. Maz means more. And cheaps, I don't know what
It
cheaps
probably just means like a
is.
cheap drink. I don't know.
I
Yeah.
I definitely don't know. I'm a one language dude. I definitely don't know.
Okay, well, I'm gonna save the last part into my notepad for like an intro song. That's I'll do it. I'll try if I have the energy, if my stomach allows me, Captain. I could try making the intro song tonight. We'll see. Anyway, let's see how many reviews we got. Um, Okay, next review is from Izzy. It says, lap dances are the chain. Let's see, lap dances are off the chain, pretty much. Can do just about anything with the girls, but most of the girls are ugly, except for one or two girls, and their bodies are nasty. No shape at all to them. 3 stars.
Oh, okay. So I guess round is a shape though, right? I feel like that's a circle.
And still got 3 stars for whatever. Okay, this is from Joker. It says, "This club needs to be shut down and build a church on this forsaken ground. Wipe those sins away. Laugh out loud." 2 stars.
Oh, wow.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
This is from Avatar. It says, "I slept with Tyra, a dancer there. 1 star."
Oh, so I take it that Tyra's not a good fuck.
I guess,
He gave
yeah.
her a 1 star. He didn't really talk about the club. I guess he was rating his night with Tyra.
Yeah, that's a bad look for Tyra.
Yeah, Tyra, get
Yeah,
it together.
he fucked Tyra sperm banks. Oh.
Ooh, I like this. You're on fire tonight.
Okay, we're down. Speaking of on fire, or should I say not on fire, we're down to the last 2 reviews.
Oh, like that went kind of fast.
hmm
Feel like we're just getting started.
I know. I'm finally starting to feel better after all this time.
Oh, Captain's gonna be mad because she's gonna be like, now that I'm ready to go to bed and I'm tired, and he's ready to talk.
True. Okay, here, this is from Fuckery 12. Gina, I feel like I've read Fuckery 12 reviews.
I've heard that before. I think that this is
Yeah.
our new Triple X Beast.
Yeah, maybe it's Triple X Beast's like homeboy or something. Like weed carrier. All right, ready? This is Fuckery 12. It says, stick to the strip stages. Never heard to the back. Sorry, I feel like this has a typo. Hold on. Stick to the strip stages. Never head to the back rooms unless you want to burn enough money to pay someone's gas and light bill. It's okay. Hey, No one is putting a pistol to your head, but then again, do not expect too much. It is what it is. 3 stars.
Oh, how much is a gas bill? I live in Florida. I don't know how much those cost. Is that expensive?
Do they mean natural gas or like car gas or both? I don't know.
Oh, I was thinking natural gas, but I mean, maybe he means like putting gas in your car. Because when he said electric and gas, I was thinking natural gas.
Mhm. Initially I thought car, so I'll stick with my SAT thoughts. Okay, down to the last review. This is from Anthony. Drum roll. Anyway, this is Anthony. It says, first time, first time visit was terrible. The dancers on stage insisting on tips by coming to all the tables with their hand open, saying thank you, even if you're in the back of the room and not paying attention to her stage dance because you're speaking to another dancer seated at your table who had all of your attention. Also, I was kind to a chunky dancer who gave me a couch dance that was really bad due to her lack of sexy dance grind skills and due to very bad lower body smell. It was so bad that I gave her $40 to end my dance early just to have her get away from me. I love women's muffies and a firm big booty, but come on, it's a turnoff if she reeks of poop. 2 stars.
No, really?
Don't tell me it was Lisa.
Right? I'm like, what is happening? Or is it Gigi Dancer?
Oh yeah.
Or Gigi Dancer, she reeked of. I think she actually put poop stains on someone's pants before, right?
Allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly, right? Maybe she didn't show her face in that old club anymore, and that's where she's at now.
Yeah, so
So the dancer walked around to all the tables in the whole bar or in the club and tried to get a tip, even from people that weren't paying attention to the dance.
Mhm.
That's what I heard. So like she was just making her rounds after the dance and was like, "Thank you," and with her hand held out. I've never heard of that in my life. That's crazy.
yeah, that's a little extra.
I mean, if there's somebody all the way in the back of the club and they're like not looking at you, they don't have to tip you for your dance when you were on stage.
Hmm. True. Well, that concludes all of our topics, all the strip club reviews, and it's 1:40 a.m.
Wow, we went really long tonight, and that sucks for you because you're probably like sick and tired and would like to be done. But I feel like this was still a fun show. It was a little chaotic,
Mhm.
and Captain had me dying laughing all night.
Oh my God, yes, she was on fire.
He thinks that we think she's the redheaded stepchild when that's not even true. It's not even true.
Yeah, you could blame me. It was a little bit of a train. I'll take the blame. It was a train wreck episode, but I think people are going to be entertained.
I think people like that though. I think
I like the train wreck. I don't want to listen to boring. I want to listen to like me laughing at shit that's happening in real life.
yeah, the less structure you have, the better. I think that's what people really like.
True. Well, JLP, before we end it, are you still there? At least like say bye to us.
Yeah, it says that she's in the room, but she's on mute. So I wonder if she's like, oh, there you are.
Hey, okay.
Hey.
Hi, I'm here.
I missed you.
Amberlee says it was live and real and loved it.
Yeah, no, I was doing something else, but yeah, I listened to the strip club reviews, and they were great. They were good. They were funny.
Pineapple Girl says we love you, Cap.
Yeah, I know Pineapple Girl and a couple other people. Yeah, they love me. So
Yeah, we love you, and you're not a stepchild. You're our actual sister. You're our sibling.
I think I'm the child that Shabooty wanted his girlfriend to abort.
Oh no, that's not true.
Well,
Not true.
But I
you were
lived.
no-
But I lived, and now he's stuck with me.
See, Shabooty, I told you when you're pushing women down the stairs, you gotta
He tried to
firmly push.
Shabooty pushed my mama down the stairs, but I lived.
Like Amberlee says, oh my God, you sound like you're punished in the corner.
I am. I'm in the corner because I don't know if Shabooty gonna kill me or not.
And then Pineapple Girl says, oh my God, dead emoji.
When you started talking, Cap, it almost sounded like you were scared to talk because you didn't know.
I'm scared to talk because, listen, Shabooty, he's in the DMV, and that's not too far from me.
Well, this was a fun show, even though it was a little unhinged. It was
Yeah, we
Had me laughing all fucking night.
I
Like
feel like
all night.
I feel like
I
it's gonna
couldn't
be
even.
I feel like it's gonna be funnier on the playback. Because usually when I listen to the show on playback, it's funnier than when
it's
we
Yeah.
gonna be funnier because you're gonna hear me cowering and
You know, no, because what was it last? Oh, I think remember last time when Kevin brought up Love After Lockup, and I was like,
yeah, and
Love After Lockup.
Shabooty shuts me. He shuts me down, and
Yeah.
he trashes me every chance he gets. So you're gonna see, I am the woman. I am the child of the woman that he got pregnant and pushed on the stairs. I am her. I'm that child.
So, yeah, there were a couple moments like the Love After Lockup thing in this tonight's episode.
Yep. I am her. I
I
am the child that was born, and Shabooty pushed her down the stairs.
You were the
I
oh
can't.
God. How did we get here? Fuck.
So Ty did Shabooty and JLP get to meet up last weekend? No, but I did hit her up that I was in New York, but I don't think she was in New York.
I wasn't in New York. I was in Pennsylvania, but because of the snow, I couldn't reach Shabooty because
Yeah.
if Shabooty was in New York, I'm in Pennsylvania, where it's mountains. So yeah, I had more snow than Shabooty ever had.
hmm
But we're gonna meet up, and we're gonna make a fucking date of it. Seriously.
True. You could put me in a headlock and we could take a photo or something.
No, you can kick me in the stomach, just like you did to my mama.
Let me pack my steel toe boots.
Yeah, you can kick me in my stomach like you did to my mother with your steel toe boots.
True. But okay, before we end it,
God.
random thing. I don't even know why I'm bringing this up. Before we end it, like I don't have any intel, but I noticed like Kara is like in New York City. Is that for like a tell-all or for her own business? Because but I don't have any inside info. Do we know
Who's
anything?
she fucking?
She's in New York. I don't know if you've been watching a lot of the different stories, but they are filming something for Hunt
For
You
last
see, this is again,
yeah, sorry. Did I say
again.
Hunt for Love? Last resort.
resort.
Which one is she on?
Last resort. Last resort.
They're filming something, not the actual show itself, obviously, because it's not New York, but you can take a wild guess.
Is it? Do you think it's a tell-all?
Oh no. It's between. I don't want to. Yeah, you got it.
So it's
They're back.
basically
Just
like
say Shabooty. Just say they're back in the franchise.
Mhm.
Well, we
They're back
already
in the franchise.
so it's basically like the song that never ends and it goes on and on, my friend, that lamb chops play along and it keeps going. That's what TLC is.
Listen, once Shabooty already knows, and George knows this, we all know this.
Mhm.
They're once we see them anywhere near a tell-all or a filming, they're back
In
in
New
the
York.
franchise. They're back in the franchise.
But-
And that's why 90 Day Fiancé is trashing hard, because they keep washing, rinse, and repeat the same fucking people. We don't want to. We don't care about Carol. We don't.
But this
We don't
isn't.
care about Carol. We don't care about Guillermo. We don't care about
This isn't,
about their
you
baby.
know,
We don't give a fuck about none of them.
But we knew that she was on this show, so this isn't like news.
And, yeah, but we don't care about. This is the thing that they don't understand, that the viewers don't care. They don't care. We want to see new people fucking up their lives.
True. Should we end it?
Yes. Goodbye.
Yes.
Good night, and have a nice weekend. Peace
Okay.
out. Peace out.
I gotta do my outro. Hold on.
Oh, okay, go. I keep
All right.
forgetting about the outro.
Yeah, you can't ruin the like.
Yeah, because I'm the bad redheaded kid.
I didn't know there were redheads in the DR. Just kidding.
They are redheaded kids with gingers. We have no souls.
Okay. Hold on. Before I close it, I just want to see what the chat's saying. Bring on the fresh meat. Damn JLP. Laughing emoji. Yeah. So anyway, people, the live chat loves Captain. So anyway, I gotta watch. I gotta watch my p's and q's around her. All right, I'll do my outro now. Thank you everybody for listening to 90 Day Fiance Fridays on a
Friday.
Hey.
out, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. And join our Patreon, which is patreon.com/90 Day Fiance Fridays. Peace out.